Every time I get to start an intro for another Final Fantasy, I am just positively elated. I can't, like, excitement through the roof. Another adventure to destroy my heart, to make me attached to characters, to make me fall deeper in love with this franchise. It just... Hey guys, welcome back into the channel, or welcome in if it's your first time here. It is quite the good day to pop in because we are starting my first playthrough of FF8 in 2026. We are back, baby. I know I made you guys wait a little bit there between the last Final Fantasy and this one. It's nice to have a little break in between, okay? Each of these stories emotionally destroy me by the end. I just swear you guys love watching me cry. I think it's gotta be. You just... No, these games are so heartfelt. They carry such emotion. They're so well created. There's just no way for me not to become completely devoted to a franchise that puts this much care and love into their titles. And so it is always an honor to bring you guys a new title by them, to experience a new title from them with you guys, to be able to be in 2026 and get to go back, play the original game on the original hardware, original system, all of it. It is something else. And so more than that, I also just want to say thank you guys for trusting that I will do these justice. It is incredible to have you guys ask, when are you going to play this? Like, come into stream, say, when's FF8? When are you going to play FF15, 14, 13, whatever the title is? It's just incredible to know that you guys feel like I am respecting these titles, because that is all I ever yearn to do when I bring these playthroughs to you guys. Respect them. I want to give them the attention of detail that they deserve, and just experience them in a way that you guys were able to, because I feel like and I've mentioned this before, every Final Fantasy is someone's favorite Final Fantasy. They have left such a lasting mark on generations, and I hope will continue to do so as we move into the future with whatever they bring, but hopefully as well, new people are discovering the franchise, and that's just exciting. It's so exciting to be a part of this community that loves these games. It says so much about the people that do love these games. I really believe that you guys have so much emotional intelligence, and it comes across in the comment section. It comes across in the videos and all of the just conversations that I've gotten to share with you guys. So thank you for truly just accepting me into this community and encouraging my curiosity to play more titles from this amazing franchise. So with that, I've made you guys wait long enough. I've gushed enough. I think it's time to get started. I will see you guys for my favorite part, the manual review, and then we will dive into the game. So let's get into it with an open heart, an open mind, and zero expectations. Action. Ow, I missed. PlayStation Final Fantasy VIII. 4 discs. We're back to another 4 disc special. Squaresoft, of course, represent. I love this. Okay, so first of all, we've got female protagonist in the middle, and then 2 guys. One could maybe be antagonist, one protagonist. This guy. And then look at that beautiful artwork. Her in his arms. But which one is that? Is that him? It's giving brunette. So I'm thinking this guy. And then it's almost like we're in... I almost said like a spider web. Like this person in the background, but I think it's giving more like clock of some sort. She's kind of got like talons too. Do you see those long fingies? Ooh, there's so much that can be misconstrued when you're like just looking at it from visuals alone. I'm like, is that the villain? Is it? I don't know. I always feel like you kind of have this overarching villain above it all, because it makes it feel like you're stuck in their web of some sort. I have been warned that I will cry, by the way, and I can already feel it. Like, do you see the emotion that is just in this alone? This alone. I swear, if this is another love story, I'm gonna lose it. Here we go. A member of an elite military team, Squall. That's right. Okay, wait. I did have whispers in the wind that his name was Squall, because there's a reference to it in 9. I think that there's something about Cloud, Squall, and then now him being the protagonist in FF9. And I remember you guys being like, oh, you're going to get that reference soon. Squall is forced into a conflict beyond imagination. To survive, he must contend with a desperate rival, a powerful sorceress, and his own mysterious dreams. That must be the powerful sorceress? My early on guesses? Realistic, detailed characters and background graphics enhanced by a breathtaking musical score. Let's be honest. Yes, the gameplay is enough to make me cry by itself, but it is when you add the music. Final Fantasy music, Melodies of Life, Be Still My Beating Heart. An epic story based on the theme of love. I'm already gonna get teary-eyed. No. Set in a massive new world. New junction system allows characters to be customized with powerful magic spells drawn from enemies. Nearly an hour of stunning motion captured CG cinemas seamlessly integrated into gameplay. If there's any game series that can make me cry, it's flippin' Squaresoft. Squaresoft titles. Chrono Trigger, the music, the story. Final Fantasy VIII. I can't believe that in this short amount of time, I think it's been 3 years since I first played Final Fantasy Remake, and 3 years later, I have fallen in love with so many more characters than I ever knew was possible. And it keeps happening. We've got our beautiful disc 1, which has, I believe, Squall, right? Looks like our brunette. But who are you? Let's see the backside. Oh, there's also another piece right there. Then we have disc 4. Is that the guy opposing him? And then we also have a mini walkthrough. Wait, I didn't know this was in here. Wait. Also, why am I getting like David Bowie vibes? I like it. And also, you guys know, I'm curious to see. I love how Final Fantasies often have like a white-haired protagonist or antagonist. It's something about the Final Fantasy men with white hair. Dude, honestly, I just get too attached, and I shouldn't be because they're walking red flags, okay? Sephiroth here's looking at you. And then this must be the female on the cover. But wait, these are probably 2 different people, no? I think so. It's reminding, like Seymour is giving me feelings of that, those eyes and everything. I didn't realize that it came with a mini walkthrough. So we have the manual and then we also have the mini walkthrough. Oh my gosh, and it's also by Brady Games. What? I mean, I don't want to be spoiled, but that's really cool. I don't know if I'm going to be referencing this. It's probably going to be, oh, Final Fantasy, the mini walkthrough strategy content. Yeah. 6 hero figures. Let me know down below if you guys had any of the hero figures. Like if you scooped them up when this first came out. If you don't want to know what's coming, don't read this section. Should you choose to read on, you'll discover useful tips and strategies for getting started. I say we go through this at the tail end because not only do I have a little something else that I want to do with you guys at the end of this playthrough. If you guys have been on the stream side of things, I may or may not have gotten really into collecting the Final Fantasy MTG cards. And what I did was I sectioned off all of the titles that are all of the cards that were FF8, FF9, or any of the ones I hadn't played, essentially. I had a friend kind of divvy those up. So there's a bunch of Final Fantasy VIII cards that I've never gotten to look at because I didn't want to be spoiled when I was opening those packs with you guys. So maybe we can go through this as well. So we'll do MTG packs and in hindsight, look at the mini walkthrough and see where we probably could have done something different. This is really pretty. I just want to actually show you guys the back of this. What does that say? Wow. That is detailed, colorful, gorgeous. I don't recognize that text. But I also wonder if those are signatures of people who worked on the game. Do you see? Like they feel like signatures of some sort. Perhaps. It's beautiful. With a bunch of different scenes. Wow. I wonder if that's on, that would be maybe on the front side. Let me see what's up behind here. Oh, okay. That's got to be one of the scenes. It almost looks like a stadium. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of a stadium. Blitzball. I hope that there's mini games. That's all I'm kind of hoping for. You guys know I'm such a mini game sucker. All right, well then let's go ahead and get to the manual portion. We'll flip through that and then we'll get started. I'll see you guys in a second. Oh, I was just like kind of doing front and back. So this looks very, is this that? I don't know. He has more of like an ashy kind of brown in this. Probably someone different. And then this might be this guy. Yeah, because look, there's a gash on his nose right here and there's a gash here. Totally different. Okay, so the cover on here, we don't know who that person is, right? Because is that Squall? Actually, no, I think that's Squall. Yeah, because look at his necklace. Okay, so it's Squall on the front and then this guy on the back. I'm inclined to think that this might be the antagonist then. Or something else. I guess we'll have to see when they give us the character guide. And here we go. Read before using the PlayStation game console. Yes, we're going to be playing on the OG PlayStation. At this point, after the titles I brought you, I feel better equipped and I think I know what we can do. So I'm going to skip all of those warnings. We've got contents. The checkered destinies of two men who repeatedly plunge their mighty souls into battle. All right, that's got to be in reference to them being on either side. The checkered destinies of two men. It's always destiny. It calls, and do you answer? Or do you have a choice to? Getting started on your PlayStation, basic controls. We're going to reference this when we get into the game. You guys know I kind of need to be able to press the button to feel it, understand it. The analog joysticks may be used only when the LED light is on. Oh my goodness. I have to say, he needs to be cleaned a little bit. I used to think that this was my favorite controller after getting my first PlayStation last year, the SNES. SNES, guys, I have such small hands. The SNES controller is by far my favorite, but this one is close second. Basic controls. We'll get to that later. We've got a menu screen, a field screen, battle screen, and a world map. So we're going to need to test out all of those. Turning the vibration function on or off can be done through the vibration mode setting. Fair enough. All right. Prologue. Wow, we're jumping straight into it. Here we go. I'm going to do my best to read it from this far away. That's Squall, right? And then the other guy? At the forefront of a rising tide of violence brought on by Galbadia's war declaration is a seed cadet named Squall Leonhardt. Leonhardt. Okay. My brain instantly goes to Lionheart, but it is Leonhardt. Squall. It's a cool name. I wonder what it means. Serious to a fault, Squall has earned himself the reputation of being a lone wolf. Classic, forced to have companions on a mission or something. A chance encounter with a free-spirited Renoa Heartily, however, turns his universe upside down. Having thrived on discipline, Squall finds Renoa's carefree attitude fascinating. Yet there is no time to ponder these thoughts, for the job of dealing with the sorceress behind Galbadia's irrational hostility has fallen to Seed and Squall. In Final Fantasy VIII, the player will assume the roles of Squall and Laguna to advance the story. Dual protagonists? So you get to swap between two different people to see, I'm assuming, two different perspectives? At times, Squall is known to fall into a dreamlike state. It is during these periods that he encounters Laguna. What destiny awaits these two characters? At what point does the story between the two cross? Who is Laguna? Oh, okay. Instantly, I'm like, do we have multiple realities happening? Is Laguna time traveling? Is he from another reality? You can see him right there. So is Laguna... No, because still, that's different. Because I'm thinking, this is Squall. Okay, still, that doesn't feel like Laguna unless Laguna ends up having a different hair color. A dreamlike state. Oh, I'm going to rest it on this, actually. All right, main characters. Here we go. Squall and Laguna, two men mysteriously linked by fate. The friends, rivals, and beautiful women whom they encounter all come together to create a striking and moving drama. Squall Leonhardt. They always have a really cool like symbol or necklace or something that like distinguishes them from other protagonists in some of the other titles. All right, so he is 17, height 5'8". Okay, 5'8". The taciturn and reluctant hero. I think I can't read that fully. Yeah, the taciturn and reluctant hero. A cadet in Seed, the special combat unit of the Balam Guarded Military Academy, BGMA. His aloof and antisocial behavior makes him appear selfish and lacking a sense of team unity. Squall dislikes having others involved in his affairs and is best described as a lone wolf. And then you have Laguna, Luar, age 27. Okay, so 10 years older. Laguna, height 5'9", a passionate man whose pen is truly mightier than the sword. I mean, it makes sense. He's carrying a gun anyway. An ex-soldier turned journalist. Laguna is a strong-willed man with amazing energy. His compassion for the unfortunate drives him to help the weak and bring down their oppressors. Using his writing as a mighty instrument of justice, he stands strong against the evils of the world. That feels different than any character that we've really encountered in Final Fantasy. A journalist. I wonder how that factors into a story. Although, I guess if there's going to be like war is a major theme, then a wartime journalist, that's kind of a cool addition to a character set for this story. Also, who else to write down a love story of the ages? How would we know? How would the story be passed down to us unless somebody was able to document it? So maybe he's the whole reason that we have this game. He was able to write down the events of all of this. Just little guesses, silly guesses. All right, we have so many main characters. What? How am I going to choose which ones I want on my team? We have Cypher Almasi. Let me zoom in for you guys. Age 18, height 6'2". Squall's rival who causes havoc with Garden. That's him. He is the rival. Of course he is. Look at his coat though. I like the kind of gray coat, black garb. I think a blue shirt with some kind of also necklace of a sort. A candidate for Seed, although Cypher is a naturally gifted soldier, his inability to take orders and control his temper has earned him the label of problematic. Although recognizing and praising Squall's abilities, Cypher regards him as his ultimate rival. That feels more out of like I wouldn't even say jealousy, but, having that person that kind of, it's like Draco and Harry, it's like you're a little bit jealous of their skills, but it's also because there's this natural rivalry. Like you push each other to be a better version of yourself in competition. Renoa Heartily. Age 17, height 5'3.5". I love how she gets a half. A beautiful, spirited young woman, a lively individual with the ability to touch people's hearts. I mean, heart is literally in her last name. Open and honest with her feelings, she speaks her mind without reservation. Driven by her ambitions, she can be difficult at times. Can we all, though? Our ambitions. Is this... Wow, instantly I want to say Eustace, but it's not. Keistis Trep. Age 18, height 5'6". A top-notch member of Seed who serves as Squall's instructor. A Seed cadet at the age of 15. Keistis now instructs Squall and his companions at Balam. I think it's Balam, but I want to call it Lamb because of Balam Garden. Contrary to her cool exterior, she occasionally has difficult time coping with frustration, and as a result can become depressed over trivial matters. Okay, a little bit of melancholy. Keistis Trap. These weapons are different than anything I've ever seen. The range of them, from melee to ranged. Like here we have a gun. Okay, who is this outlaw? We've got an outlaw over here. Selfie Tilmit, age 17, height 5'1.5". She's just a small girl. Selfie, okay, a spunky young woman with a carefree spirit. I like the orange. The colors do a lot too. I know I talked about this in Final Fantasy IX, but the color design and like outfit choices says a lot about how you're supposed to be feeling from them, right? Like blue and greens are a little bit more calm. Orange can be kind of chaotic, spunky. It's bright, it's vibrant. Red can be more of that like lusty, love, deep. It can also, I think it can also just mean like a deep kind of passion of some sort. So I think that's where like she feels things very deeply already, you can tell. Whereas with this orange costume that Selfie has, like her outfit, you've got a spunky young woman with a carefree spirit. Selfie seems out of place in a military academy because of her innocent appearance and lighthearted personality. Her happy-go-lucky disposition and laid-back attitude tend to catch others off guard. Zell Dinked, I hope. Age 17, height 5'5", a garden cadet with unsurpassed martial arts skills. Aspiring to become like his grandfather, who was once a soldier, Zell entered Garden at the age of 13. It's so impressive. I think before that, somebody said a cadet at 15. Keastis. Not being one to think matters through, he is known to act on impulse rather than reasoning, right? At heart, however, he is an honest, dedicated young man. They seem like they all have really strong conviction and morals. Like they ultimately want to do what's right, but they have all different ways of going about that, you know? Irvine Kinneas. You just know he's going to be a character. Irvine, Texas. Age 17. Look at those pants. Height 6 foot. An expert gunman and a consummate ladies man. Okay. And yeah, consummate ladies man. Classic. Irvine is known as the best shooter in Garden. His reputation for cherishing the company of women is almost as well known as his accuracy with a gun. Although he seems to be uncaring and frivolous at first glance, in reality, he is sensitive and serious. Irvine Kinneas. You guys know instantly who's going to be on my team. Kinneas is so getting added to the layout. Like, we've got to have him. I'm thinking heartily. Keastis looks like she could kick some butt. Selfie's cute. I mean, they're all such great characters already. I don't know how I'm going to pick my layout on this. All right. I don't know what we're looking at, but I think this is similar to what was behind the disc. I think. Let's see. Yeah, I think so. You've got that kind of circular thing on top, maybe. This could potentially be a vehicle of some sort or a citadel. It also looks like it could be like a flying ship. Oh, I didn't even think about that, but now I'm thinking, oh, okay, I'll wait for it before I say anything else. I'm like wondering about if we're going to see it, but I need to remember to not compare it to any of the other ones, you know? Like it could be all new things. Look, you can see the world map underneath right now. Okay, we have the world map screen. A globe will be displayed on the bottom right of the world map. For Squall and his party, the map is a helpful tool in confirming where they are while traveling across the world. On this map, a gun blade will be displayed. The gun blade is an indicator that shows where the player is located on the world map and the direction in which the player is heading. Okay, and it's a gun blade. Vehicles on the world map. No chocobos? As the player moves forward in the story, vehicles such as cars and spaceships, maybe that's a spaceship. It's like a futuristic spaceship. What? This is so different than anything. Okay, we're getting spaceships and cars. The following operation applies to all vehicles in the game. Press the X button to get on the vehicle or off the vehicle. Press the off the vehicle, press the B button to move forward, and press the triangle button to move backwards. All right, we'll test it out when we get there. Press left or right on the directional button to determine which direction in which the vehicle will move. That's pretty intuitive. Entering character and guardian force names. The name entering screen shown on the right will be displayed for Squall when he comes under player control for the first time. It also appears when Squall meets a new member of his party or obtains new guardian forces. To rename a character or guardian force, use the directional button to select and then yada, yada, yada. Okay, I'm probably going to keep them the base names as of right now. Just as a first time playthrough, I typically do that. Shops and collecting information. It will be necessary to stop at cities to gather information and to use shops in order for the players to complete the game successfully. To speak to a character, press the X button. The party can also buy and sell useful items at shops located throughout the world. Shop types are listed below. A junk shop. Modify weapons and increase their power. Refer to the modifying weapons described below. You have a basic shop, buy or sell items. A hotel restores HP and removes status abnormalities for both characters and GFs, Guardian Forces, and GFs by staying overnight. Saving is also possible at this location. And then you have a study panel. Gather various information related to the game. It would be best to use the study panel along with the instruction manual. Okay. Modifying weapons. Characters may sometimes receive items such as rods or screws after winning a battle, not useful by themselves. These items or parts can be taken to a junk shop where, together with the proper specifications, they can be used to modify or upgrade a character's weapon for a fee. I'm like, for free? No, for a fee. The difference an R can make. The stronger the upgrade, the more expensive the cost will be. The specifications for making modifications can be found in magazines located throughout the world. As modifications become more powerful, the parts needed for the modification will become harder to find. Modified weapons increases in attack power and hit rate. Receiving salary. We can get paid for missions or something? After Squall becomes a seed member, the player's party will be entitled to a salary based on his seed rank. Cool. The disbursement of this salary will be credited to the party automatically at regular intervals. We're earning money. My screen also froze. That sounds like a really cool concept. So already we're seeing totally new things, right? We've got vehicles that I've never even, yeah, we had ships and we've had stuff like that, but spaceships and what looks like Jeeps, like this is taking a completely different route than, I've experienced some of that. Like, and I'm thinking back to like the vehicles in FF7, like Rebirth, the ship in FF10, like there's always different kind of modes of transportation beyond just chocobo back. But this one feels even more futuristic. It feels like it's set in a completely different space and time. And then the idea of receiving salary based off of your rank is really nice to continue to get the player to want to take on more missions or however we rank up. Like it's got you being like, okay, I earn more the more that I put into it. And I love that. Whenever you incentivize your player, you've got me locked in. All right, I'm going to reset my camera and I'll see you guys in 1 second. So let's flip over to menu screen. Press the B button to display the menu screen. On this screen, the player can check the level of each character, their current HP and maximum HP, and the location. The right side of the screen displays various menu headings and the length of playtime and the amount of money in possession. When Squall becomes a member of Seed, his Seed rank will also be displayed here. Use the directional button to select the menu heading and open it by pressing X. To exit, press the triangle. And that's it, zoomed in. It'll make more sense when we open it in game. Learn to use the menu headings. There are a total of 11 menu headings in the menu screen, with the exception of Junction and GF. 9 of the menu headings will be explained below. Junction, refer. The Guardian Force, the Girlfriend Force, the Guardian Item. The item menu heading provides access to the item screen that lets the player use recovery items on injured characters or organize items in inventory. When the item screen is displayed, the player can select use, rearrange, sort, or battle. Use the direction button, yada yada. This will just kind of show you how to, use it and go through it. To use it, press that, rearrange order, sort. It's pretty self-explanatory systems. Then you will have the magic screen. The magic menu heading provides access to the magic screen, in which the player can use recovery magic, such as Cure or Insuna. Yes, not Insuna. I'm doing it again. Isuna. If you have been with me for a while for my Final Fantasy adventures, I always want to call it Ensuna. I just want to put an N after E. Isuna. On injured characters. Other commands in the menu allow the player to rearrange the order of magic in the battle window to exchange magic between characters. Exchange magic? Characters who have not junctioned the magic command ability will not be able to use magic during battle. Huh. The junction screen icons, a key to various icons which appears in the junction menus. Okay, we'll have to refer back to this key. I'm going to be keeping this manual on me at all times. The menu screen, statuses, understanding character abilities. The status menu heading allows the player to check various attributes of the characters in the party. Select the status headings and then a character to open up the status screen for that character. Once the status screen is open, 3 other status windows can be opened by pressing the X button. Press the L1 or R1 button to switch between the different characters. We're going to run through all of this. As soon as we gain access and stuff, we'll just do a quick in the game run through on all of these prompts and paths. Basic character attributes: help, name, level, HP, current XP, next level, strength, vitality, magic, spirit, speed, luck, evasion, hit, command, weapon, ability. Then we have a status screen 2, resistance to and the augmentation of elemental attacks and status abnormalities. Elemental attacks, that's going to be so cool. Elemental defense, elemental attack, status attack. Resistance to elemental attacks such as fire and lightning by junctioning. Magic to elemental defense. I've got to figure out all of the junctioning. The defense value can be augmented. Status defense. Resistance to attacks which cause status abnormalities. Like elemental defense, values can be augmented by junctioning magic to status defense. Elemental attack. Enhance physical attacks with elemental attributes. Values can be augmented by junctioning magic to elemental attack. And the status window only appears when magic has been junctioned to elemental attack. This junctioning is going to be a huge part of it, isn't it? And then you've got your status attack. Enhance physical attacks with attributes that cause status abnormalities. Values can be augmented by, you guessed it, junctioning magic. So then we have guardian forces of the party. This is, so they keep shortening it to GF. This window displays the guardian forces who have joined the party and the degree of compatibility between the character and the guardian force. When a symbol is displayed to the left of the name of the guardian force, it means that the character has junctioned that guardian force. The degree of compatibility between the two parties is represented by the red bar and number displayed to the right. Please refer to page 32. Yeah, we need to go to the actual junctioning page. Then we have status screen 4, special. There are characters such as Squall and Zell who require button entries when invoking a limit break. Really? A special technique that delivers a tremendous amount of damage to the enemy. If the player would like to have the button entries automatically done, set the cursor to auto mode on using the directional buttons. Easy enough. Ability. The ability is on the menu screen. The menu heading provides access to the ability screen where the player can use menu abilities learned by the guardian forces. Once in the ability screen, select the ability to be used with the directional button and press the X button to execute. The ability command can be selected only after the guardian force acquires a menu ability. In the beginning, since no abilities have been learned, the command is displayed in a gray font, showing that it cannot be used at this current time. And then we have switching party members. The switch menu heading allows the players to change party members at save points and on the world map. Okay, I like that easy access. Just especially if you encounter maybe like certain missions, there's just better characters for the job, or maybe there's like sub missions for each side character. And you want to make sure that you're bringing the person that corresponds with that mission of some sort. The ability command can be selected. Okay, wait. Switching. In the switch menu, the junction exchange heading allows the player to transfer powers. We saw a little bit about this from one character to another. Refer to the menu screen under tutorial for more information regarding this feature. It sounds like a lot from afar and like in this, but I'm sure as soon as we start applying it in the game, it'll become like second nature. Just take a little bit of a fire hose of information, as they all are at the beginning. Card, confirm acquired cards. Wait, what? The player will be able to check the minigame cards the party currently possesses. There are 10 levels of cards corresponding to the 10 pages in this display. To view cards on different pages, press the directional button left and right. Minigames. Configuration. Wait, is this? Oh my gosh, there's a minigame that everybody always talks about. Double dyad? No, triple. I'm thinking triple triad, but it wasn't that in E33 as a little no, double dyad, I think, was a joke of triple triad. Isn't triple triad the one in here? Configuration, change game settings. That's self-explanatory. I need to see now. What is that mini game called? Maybe they don't even have it in here. There's the junction system. It is triple triad. Yes. I have heard of this. Oh my gosh. Okay. I need to stop looking forward. I'm getting spoilers. I'm spoiling it myself. Ah! Switch between stereo and mono. Okay, this is all of the menu sound or settings and everything. I think we'll go through, and again, I'll do this within the game. Tutorial, expansion of various functions within the game. I might end up running the tutorial, guys, to make sure that I understand everything. It's like every single Final Fantasy, even though things are added, well, I guess things are being subtracted because I'm going in descending order on a lot of the Final Fantasy franchise. However, from what I've learned is the more Final Fantasies I play, the more I'm better at certain mechanics and remembering like, oh, status ailments are important to note, or, you know, I just pick up on things a little bit easier the more that I see it. Save game data. Like in my first Final Fantasy, I never paid attention to the status effects. Like I just was so bad at understanding, oh, if they are a fire enemy, they're probably more susceptible to XYZ, you know. Battle screen. The battle screen contains information that is crucial for survival. It is necessary to understand the information being presented and its significance in order to think strategically during battle. The section on the right details the information shown on the battle screen. Message window. Messages will be displayed here during battle. There's going to be messages mid-battle. Character graphics. This down symbol will appear above the head of the character whose turn is active. Oh, pointer. Yeah, indicator. Command window lists the commands that may be used during battle. Initially, only physical attacks using the attack command can take place, but by adding command abilities through junctioning, the player will be able to use various commands such as magic, draw, and items. Refer to page 28. Character name, HP, and ATB gauge. Our ATB, our active time battle. This area displays the character's name, current hit point value, and active time battle gauge. When the ATB gauge fills up to the right, the player will be able to enter a command. Press the B button to switch to another active character. I've missed this. Oh, and it froze again on me. In order to survive battles, the player will need, she has 3 hands, what's happening? The player will need to be knowledgeable on combat situations. The following section explains how to deal the maximum amount of damage, how to retreat, and status abnormalities. Surviving. Damage the enemy to the maximum with crucial hits. The player character Squall is equipped with a gun blade. Press the R1 button just as the gun blade strikes an enemy to deal more damage to the target. Oh, it's like a timing thing. We're just going to do this and it should be back. There we go. Retreat by running away. Escape battle by holding down L2 and R2 buttons simultaneously, but the player should beware that there are some enemies from which escape is not possible. A lot of like bosses, I think mostly, no? Limit breaks appear in times of need. When a character is in a critical situation, an arrow indicator may appear next to the attack command of a character, signifying the availability of limit break. Limit breaks are powerful techniques unique to each character. When the player holds down the directional button to the right and then presses the X button While it is showing, the limit break will be activated. Oh, these are all of theirs. Okay, so Squall has Zokuken. Let's hear that one said. Except no, I'm not gonna hear anything said, right? Because there's no voice acting. Reno. We're gonna call it Reno for short. No, it's not. It's Renzo. Renzo Kukin. I'm not pronouncing that right at all. Please help me. Press the R1 button in sync with the mark that appears on the gauge. If the timing is correct, damage will double. A finishing move may also be activated at random. Cypher has Fire Cross. Zell has Duel. We're going to see these in effect. Keistis has Blue Magic. Selfie has Slot. Then Irvine has Shot. Renoa has Combine. We'll get to see these in action and we'll come back to this. All right, we've got Battle Scream. This is a thick boy. All right, we're not even halfway through. Battle Scream. Main status abnormalities and their cures. It is possible to receive status abnormalities from enemy attacks. Some examples of these effects and their respective cures are listed below. Potion. HP decreases with activity. Poison, my bad. Poison. I just cannot talk during these sections. Cure with antidote. I like how they give you exactly the answer for what you need. Petrify, you need to use soft. This is now at this point, I've got these like the back of my thumb. Darkness is physical attack hit rate decreases, use eye drops. Silence should be echo screen. The above abnormalities, poison, petrify, darkness, and silence, may be cured with remedy or Isuna. Zombie, the bane of my existence. Water. Holy water, yep. Or dispel magic. And KO. Once the HP of a party member reaches 0, the party member can no longer participate in the battle. Recover with the Phoenix down or recovery magic. That is a really... What? I mean, I get it's called a gunblade, but wow. In every literal sense possible. I wonder what the symbol is on the side. It's an engraving of some sort, but I can't quite... Almost looks like a griffin. Battle screen. You also have sleep. All right. Recover when hit with physical attacks or with the passing of time. Curse. Holy water. Yep. Or the passage of time. Then you've got Berserk. Oh, I have been bit in the butt by Berserk a few times. Berserk character will attack enemies automatically. The player will have no control over their character. Confuse. You'll have no control over the character as well. Commands will be selected randomly. And then slow. You can counter with passage of time, Asuna, or haste. Same thing. I like how they section them off into telling you like, okay, remedy or Asuna. Same thing as over here too. Battle completion. A battle may end in one of two ways. Both are discussed below. Annihilation of the enemy. When the player defeats all of the enemies in battle, the party acquires experience points and ability points, even when the party runs away. If damage has been dealt to the enemy, some XP will be awarded. When a certain amount of experience points are obtained, the character will level up. At other times, the party may find valuable items dropped by defeated enemies. Leveling up also applies the guardian forces that have been junctioned to fighting characters. Interesting. That's cool that you get a little bit of XP, even if you've just done a smidge of damage. A little bit of XP is better than no XP. Or even worse, loss of gil. Game over when the entire party is unable to continue. If the HP of the entire party reaches 0, if they all become petrified, or if the time limit is exceeded on timed events, the game will be over. The two ways, either you win or you lose. You either get good or you die trying. Okay, we're moving on to the junction system. I'm going to go ahead and just grab some water because this is what is that? What is this? Is this my frog of this game? I love it. I'll be right back. And here's the junction system, what we keep hearing so much about. That's probably going to take me a little bit to catch on. Basic knowledge of the junction system. The newly introduced junction system enables the player to change a character's qualities and direction of growth. Grasping an understanding of the terms related to the junction system listed on the right will enable the player to understand the flow of the junction system illustrated below. Let's start with the glossary then. So the glossary says there's the junction. In this game, junction refers to equipping characters with things other than physical objects, such as weapons and armors. What? You can apply different armors too? Basically, that involves guardian forces, see below. It also allows the player to equip or junction characters with magic. All right. Basically, their loadout, right? Like, it's almost saying like you can swap people's loadouts. Guardian Force is the abbreviation. Okay, GF is the abbreviation for Guardian Force. Guardian Forces can be summoned during battle. In Final Fantasy VIII, junctioning a Guardian Force with a character allows the Guardian Force to level up in the same way the characters do. As a Guardian Force grows stronger, it will grant special abilities to the character with whom it's junctioned. Draw. Characters are able to draw certain elements from enemies and possess those drawn elements as magic. In Final Fantasy VIII, since magic cannot be bought in shops, a commonly used method to obtain magic is to draw it directly from enemies. It is also possible to obtain magic through draw points and by refining magic from items. This is really cool. I was actually wondering how they were going to handle, you know, like our beloved, I mean, I don't know if we're going to see the same names and stuff, but like Valifor, Ixion, like our Aeons, like that kind of stuff. How are we going to have that thrown into this? I'm sure it's still different, but this is really cool. I want to know who this little guy is. He's so cute. Basic knowledge. Okay, so obtain a Guardian Force. Obtaining a Guardian Force will allow the player to use the junction system. Select an ability to be learned by the Guardian Force. Use the Guardian Force command on the menu screen to choose an ability to be learned by the GF. Junction the GF. Junction the GF by selecting Junction. Then junction the ability that a GF possesses to a character. Draw magic from an enemy. Once a GF has been successfully junctioned to a character, the draw command may be junctioned. After junctioning the junction of the junction with the junction, draw magic from enemies during battle. And then you have junction magic. Junction magic has been drawn from enemies to the character's stats, HP, strength, etc., etc. Guardian Forces. Look at them. Is that Shiva? Do my eyes look? Oh, there's even ones that I've never even seen. Okay, Guardian Forces. In order to utilize the junction system, it is necessary to obtain a Guardian Force. This is possible by defeating a Guardian Force itself or by drawing one out of a boss monster. There may be other times when a character is able to obtain a GF in unexpected locations. Guardian Force is obtained in the beginning of the game. The first Guardian Force can be obtained at the beginning of the game in the Balam Garden by reviewing the study panel. Whoa, spoilers. By accessing the tutorial command on the study panel, the player will be able to obtain 2 Guardian Forces. Is that Quetzalcoatl, and Shiva. I want to call him Oxalotl, but I think it's a Quetzalcoatl. Guardian Forces have tremendous power that can provide a party with extraordinary strength. A few of the Guardian Forces are introduced below. The Quetzalcoatl, spirit which governs lightning. No more Ixion here. Shiva, spirit which manipulates ice. Freezes surrounding objects with diamond dust and damages all enemies with extreme cold. Ifrit, demon spirit that commands fire. Ifrit summons and then unleashes hellfire, a massive ball of flame that burns all enemies. I love Ifrit. My wounds, boy. All right, selecting the Guardian Force's learned abilities. To select an ability to be learned by a Guardian Force, press the square button to display the menu screen and select. Okay, we're gonna walk through this in the game. That way it's not just me reading words, but actually applying what I'm learning and reading. Using command, learn, select the ability. Okay, flow of learning new abilities. Select ability to be learned using the directional buttons, then press X to execute the command. Battle, when the GF is junctioned, and collect AP. Acquire ability. Once enough AP has been collected, the GF will learn the ability. Repeat steps to learn more abilities. So once, okay. So use it to get it. 6 types of abilities with various characteristics. Junction abilities. These abilities allow the player to junction magic to character stats, letting players customize a character's characteristics. Command abilities. These abilities allow a player to add or customize commands on a character's battle window. Example, magic. Make the magic command available, allowing, okay, this is a lot of this is going to be just seen in the game. Character abilities. These abilities and special skills and improve the values of an individual character's stats by setting them in the ability window located below. It all sounds like a lot. I know once we're actually using it, and it will make a lot more sense. So that's why I'm like, I'm not reading every single thing, because I think I'm getting more confused, and I'm like, this seems really complicated, but it's got to be more simplistic than this. Party abilities, guardian force abilities, menu ability. The GF. After selecting, like, a lot of this is telling you the prompts as to like how to go through it and actually apply it. GF growth rate. Okay, that's about junctioning. The GF is crucial to the character's power. GF growth rate. Like the characters, the guardian forces grow and mature. While junctioned to a character, the GFs will also receive experience points after every battle. On occasions, with several GFs are junctioned, the experience points are divided evenly between the junctioned guardian forces, with 300 experience points. If only one GF is junctioned, it'll receive 300, but if 2 GFs are junctioned, each one will receive an equal distribution of 150 points. When a certain level of experience points have been attained, the GF will level up. Yep, fair enough. I like that. I like that they level up with you. They feel like they're a part of you, less like something that you're summoning, if you will. The junction magic. Characters with junctioned guardian force can also have magic junctioned to their stats. To junction magic, I've never said junction. It's giving, what is it? Junction, what's your function? Junction, what's your function? A new screen will be allowed. Okay, that's junctioning magic. Junction abilities. Determine abilities to be used during battle. Selecting abilities on it will automatically, I gotta see this in the game. 1 point of advice. Command abilities that are used in the beginning of the game. The 4 command abilities that become available immediately after obtaining a GF are the most basic and important commands to know and understand. So draw. How to obtain magic. One of the most frequently used command is draw, which enables the player to draw out the element of enemies in the form of magic. Since it is the most common way characters will be able to obtain magic, players should junction the command to characters right away. If a player wants to cast magic immediately after it is drawn out of an enemy during battle, select cast using the directional button and X. If not, the player can select stock, using the same method to store magic for use of another time. Then you have magic. It is possible to use magic during battle. All right. Like, at this point, I feel like I'm reading a lot of it, but I'm not understanding it. So what I want us to do is just reread it when we're holding the menu open, like seeing the prompt. Then you've got the guardian function, the guardian force. No, what is it? Guardian. See, I'm already losing it. It was guardian forces, right? Yeah, guardian force. Like the character, the GFs receive damage if they get attacked while being summoned, right? Restoring guardian force HP. There are 2 ways to restore the HP of a guardian force who has received damage during the summoning process. One method is to stay at an inn. Another way is to use recovery items specific to the GF. Such items are sold in shops. The symbol G designated for GF specific item. It's the best way to purchase them whenever they are available. Good rule of thumb. Depending on compatibility, the summoning time for GF may decrease. A degree of a compatibility exists between the GF and the character that has summoned the GF. There's a compatibility. The higher the compatibility number, the quicker the summoning process takes place. In order to increase the compatibility between a character and a GF, the character should summon that GF often and use magic with the same or similar properties as the GF. There is a possibility, though, that the compatibility of the GFs which have not been summoned will somewhat decrease. The best way to avoid getting a GF jealous or to increase the now I have to worry about my GFs getting jealous. or to increase the compatibility between a GF and a character is to junction only one GF to a character and use it exclusively. So trying to pair the right one with the right character. Wow. I didn't know that they were jealous, but it makes sense. Can't be hopping Guardian forces around here. Items. It is possible to use items during battle. It is possible to use items stored in inventory during battle. If the player would like to use recovery items or attack, command ability needs to be junctioned in advance. Then you have junction magic. Holy junction. Increase a character's stats with the magic that has been drawn out. In order to junction magic, 2 conditions must be fulfilled. Number 1, a GF that has learned the appropriate junction ability is junctioned. Cannot be the only one that's finding this so I know that they're giving us probably the most simplified way of textually giving us the information. However, it is coming across like the only thing I'm learning from this is the word junction. The character possesses magic. With these 2 conditions, it is possible to junction magic to character's stat and increase its value. After selecting the junction command to the menu, what if I take a shot every time I say junction? Select the junction and magic heading respectfully. When the junction ability window is displayed, it is necessary to decide which magic will be junctioned with a stat that is available for junctioning. Switching between the junction ability window can be accomplished by pressing left or right on the directional button. Okay, 1 point of advice. I like how they call it 1 point of advice. Warning, when junctioning magic. Junctioning magic does not mean magic should be attached to stats at random. Benefit from the junction system by utilizing the hints listed below. Basics of magic junction. It is not possible to junction the same magic to different stats. This is a basic rule when considering junctions between magic and each stat. This simply means that it is not possible to junction the same magic to different stats at the same time. It is best to junction magic to each junctionable stat and observe how the numerical values change. When the figures increase, the numbers are yellow. If there's no change, the numbers are white. If the values decrease, the numbers are displayed in red. The player can decide which attribute to junction after observing the change in values. Another option is to use the auto command, which is the 3rd heading in the junction menu. When auto is selected, attack, magic, and defense are displayed. The player should select the choice which best meets their needs with the directional button and press the X button to execute the command. Once selected, the magic will automatically junctioned to the stats which best fits the selection made. Sounds easy enough. Then boop. Okay, we're back. We're almost at the end of the junction system. Compatibility between magic and junction stat. Depending on the junctioned magic, the maximum stat value may fluctuate. Compatibility exists between, wow, it keeps freezing, it's overheating. It's my top-down camera is much more sensitive than my normal one, so it keeps overheating and freezing instead because this is such a long manual. Depending on the junction magic, the maximum stat value may fluctuate. Compatibility exists between certain stats and magic that are junctioned. For instance, Cure, which recovers HP, should be junctioned to HP, and Protect, which increases physical endurance during battle, which should be junctioned to Vitality. The value of these stats will be greater with compatible magic than with unrelated magic. Okay, junction stat values are based on the amount of magic in stock. The greater the quality of magic being junctioned, the higher the stat value. It is important to remember that along with the compatibility of magic, junctioned stat values are also based on the amount of magic it is junctioned to in stock. The more magic in stock, the greater the plus value becomes, and vice versa. If the player uses up the magic that is junctioned during battle, the strat with which the magic was junctioned returns to its base value, and the plus unit disappears. When the number of magic in stock is 99, basic value plus large. The greater the number of magic being junctioned, the more stats will improve. So when a number of magic stock is 1, basic value and small. I think I'm understanding. I'm, again, just going to need to see a lot of it in the game. There's a lot of junction flying around. And I just need to trust the process. The more that I read it, like the reason why I am a little bit of a stickler for still reading this and going through it is because the more that I see the systems and read it, the more I'll retain it over time by getting to see the application in the game. So then we have the junction system. Use junction to customize characters. The newly created junction system makes its debut in Final Fantasy VIII. Its purpose is to enable the player to customize their characters freely. How will the player combine the GF necessary for character development? And how will the player junction abilities and magic to stats? How will the player distribute the magic that is obtained during battle? Will the player use magic during battle, or will the player stock the magic to increase the character's power? Perhaps the player will distribute them evenly. Success and failure are based on the player's judgment. His or her ability to manipulate the different variables of the junction system. It will determine how well the characters accomplish their goal. Oh gosh, look at this. That's one that we haven't read. It almost looks like a crabby kind of creature. Okay, that concludes junction. We are now on to Triple Triad. So what I'm going to do, because at this point we have gotten a lot of information, I want to read through this. We'll come back to this when we get to our first Triple Triad game, but I also want to be able to show it for you guys because I always love getting to show you guys the manual. But at this point, I think everything with the junction has fried my brain, and reading this, I won't retain it as much as I want to be able to. But I am curious about, wait, Pocket Station? Sorry, what? Note, Chocobo World requires the Pocket Station personal game unit, which may not be available for purchase outside of Japan. What? What is a Pocket Station? After obtaining the Chocobo in an actual game, you'll be able to play Chocobo World. Yeah, I don't have access to this. What? What to do? So there was another game that was included in it if you had a Pocket Station? What? That's so cool. But that's not available. The way that I'm interpreting this is not available to me now. Yeah, it says Chocobo World requires the Pocket Station. But we do have Triple Triad. Wow. Dang, all the Chocobo stuff is... It's okay. Maybe there's still Chocobos in the game. Just not the mini game. Queen. All right. And there we have Squall. No, well, wait. Now that's interesting because I feel like that's Squall, but he has, oh my gosh, I didn't even notice this, but look, Squall and this guy both have a similar scar across the bridge of their nose. There must be more to that. That can't be a coincidence, right? That's like a very specific placement, and it's almost on the opposite. And then we have our credits. And our credits. Oh, see, I'm gonna be destroyed. It's gonna happen. Is this Squall? And that's gotta be... It'll take me a little bit to get used to everybody. New characters. I'm still so attached to FF9s. Renoa and Squall. It's gonna happen. Incoming waterworks, I already know it. Well, that concludes our manual. There's a lot, and the whole junction system seems kind of complicated when you're reading about it. I'm hoping visually seeing it and getting in there and applying everything that we've read about, or most of what we've read about, will just make it a lot more simplistic. And also there's a tutorial in the game as well that we might take advantage of if it's not coming to me as fast as it should be. So with that, I'll see you guys in the game. Let's get started. There it is. The music to my ears. It's becoming second nature now. Like, I've gotten to bring you guys so many PS1 titles. And another one's added. Published by Square Electronic Arts, LLC. Squaresoft. Works perfectly with the black shirt, since you guys know I also have the white one. There we go. The music! It's like a marching. The music. What? Squall? Squall's outfit. Oh, we're not getting to see any faces, but snippets of the characters. Gonna make sure I pull this out. Battle system designer, main programmer. I like this build up, like the way that it's composed. It's like a perfect battle fight song, or like preparing for battle. That person has a tattoo. Let me go back to the character list sheet. Oh, I think that was Zell. That looked like, yeah, Zell has a tattoo on the left side of his face. Oh, that's Irvine. Kennius, absolutely. That cowboy hat. Mm-hmm. Some kind of locomotive. We haven't seen a switch. There's something inquisitive with this section of the song. More long hair. I don't recognize that. That must be the sorceress. Yep. The sorceress on the background of the whole disc. Something, oh, the gunblade. That is like the, I've never seen anything like it, but it's iconic, you know, like the mix and mash of the two things. Oh, that must be Selphie. Does she play an instrument? I was just thinking that the sorceress kind of reminds me a little bit of Eve from PE. Huh. Almost like a yin and yang symbol. World map. I really like the credits at the beginning too. Oh, okay, wait. Necklace. I don't know if I recognize those. Might be something else. That's gotta be Renoa, right? With feathers all around. Final Fantasy VIII, 1999. I was 2. 1999 Square. FF8. Let's go ahead and let it play and see if it just carries on with the same thing, and then I'll press start, but otherwise we might get to see some other snippets. Yeah, there must have been Cypher. I must have misseen him. Actually, he might have been one of the characters. Maybe, oh, you know what? I bet it was Keistis and Cypher that were the last two characters that I was like, oh, I don't know who those two are based off of their shoulders. Oh, it just keeps you here. So yes, right away looking at the iconic art, that is definitely Squall holding Renoa. Yeah, because Squall has that, you can't even miss it. It's like the fur-lined, I don't even think it's a hood. I think it's just like a little swoop, like a shawl. I don't know, a cape, a mini cape of some sort. Oh man. And it kind of like whooshes down with like feathers, and we saw these feathers around her character image when we were getting the intro. Oh yeah, something, it's fading. Does it restart? Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure it's the exact same, and then we'll go forward. Every single time I start one of these, it feels like it's just this like life force that's thrown into me again. This excitement. Executive producer and that producer. I think so. I'm gonna see the first image. It would be weird for them to have it show anything else. So as long as we see Squall, yep. Okay. To the main menu. It's happening! FF8. It's happening. New game. And then this symbol too. So it is kind of like a lion roaring with a blade. Yeah, it's like the hilt of a lion with a blade. Final Fantasy VIII. I love going in descending order too, because seeing what has been removed or what was then added in 9. I'll be here. Why? I'll be waiting. Here. For what? I'll be waiting for you. So, if you come here, you'll find me. I promise. Oh, snap. The fields of flowers. Separated by time and space, maybe? That switch from feather to gunblade? What? Sorceress? Someone else? Yeah. Well, no, that's the sorceress. Same earrings, same person. And that is Laguna, right? Oh, not the come hither motion, stop! Oh, it's like child's play for him. Maybe she's being used by the sorceress to throw me off? He's a pawn in this? Laguna, yeah. Get him! Actually, now I don't know who I'm rooting for. What if he's just a victim of circumstance? Like he's being somebody else's pawn, unknowingly. No. That's how I got the same matching scar. Oh. No, we gave it to each other. There were so many things we just saw there. Final Fantasy VIII. The white feathers versus the black feathers too. So we were in some kind of fight and then... Look at this! Oh... Oh, yeah, because I would have to voice them. Oh my goodness, okay. The doctor. How are you feeling? My forehead hurts. Okay, I guess. I'm gonna try to pick choices. Also, I can pick different things. I'm gonna try to pick choices based off of how I think he would respond, given the bio of him. So I think he would just say, okay, I guess. Okay. Take it easy next time, you hear? Looks like your eyes are focusing. You should be fine. Say your name for me. I gotta keep it Squall. You already know. Keeping it Squall. Confirm. I can't change his name, not on the first playthrough. So yeah, we gave each other these gashes, which might have been the reason that we're linked by destiny now, but why were we fighting there in the first place? And that's why I'm like, was that a different time and space? Was Renoa always in my life before? It made it seem like I would meet her along the way of my adventures, but I've known her. I don't know. Why don't you take it? Oh no, I'm changing my accent. Why don't you take it easy in training? Next time you might not be so lucky. Tell that to Cypher. Oh wait, you're right. That wasn't Laguna, that was Cypher. I'm such a goober, yeah. The blonde hair. I wanted it so badly to be the two that were linked by destiny, but no. Okay, that was Cypher. We now have matching scars. Laguna is the one that I'm linked to by destiny and I see in a dream state. Okay, Cypher. My frenemy, essentially, who might actually prove to be the loyalist of them all. That Cypher won't listen to anyone. Why don't you ignore him? I can't just run away. I never have to, it's weird having to come up with the protagonist's voice. You want to be cool, huh? Well, don't go get hurt in the process. Let's see, your instructor is... Kastaclysm. I'll call her now. Just wait a minute. The beep, 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 beep. A phone. Kastaclysm? Come get your student. Yes. His injury's not serious. It'll probably leave a scar. Right. Now please come by. This, I feel like I'm in like a trailer or something. I don't know. This setting is different than anything. Squall, so we meet again. I don't recognize the clothes. I don't know who that is. So we meet again. Super cool doors. What? That's Kastaclysm, isn't it? Gotta be. Yep. Wow. I knew it'd be either you or Cypher. Give me 1 second. My allergies. I knew it'd be either you or Cypher. Ugh. Come on, let's go. Today's the field exam. I gotta feel out the personalities and everything, and then I'll try to come up with some different voices. We already know Irvine's voice is gonna be a dead ringer for what I normally do with every other character. Irvine, this looks so modern. Squall, is there something on your mind? Oh, I get to walk too? Okay, we're getting to move. I can't go backwards, fun fact. Oh, those girls looked at us and they're whispering. Oh, Squall. Squall is definitely the type to be too cool to even notice the girls that are looking at him, but the one that they all like because he doesn't pay any of them any mind. Yeah, this feels... It just is a completely different setting than than anything I feel like we've experienced so far in the FF franchise. Not really. Not really. What's so funny? Funny? No, it's not that. I'm just happy. I feel like I'm beginning to understand my student a little. That's all. I'm more complex than you think. Okay. Look at this act, like all of these students actively walking by. Then tell me. Tell me more about yourself. Ugh. Disgusting. I love this outfit that she's wearing because the one that's in the guide, she's wearing kind of more of this like orange coral. This must be the teacher outfit. It's none of your business. So predictable. Wow, these shots? The transitions into the cutscenes? What? This must be Seed headquarters then? Yeah. Well, or it's called the Garden. The Garden. Seed is the program of cadets, but it's based at the VIII Gardens. Good morning, class. Listen to that music. Hold on, I just gotta sit here for a second. That's the thing, the music makes me unable to ever rank the games. How they continue to make the most beautiful scores. Look at the details in the environment too. Her desk. I want to say chalkboard, but we know that it's way too futuristic to be a chalkboard. It's the music that ends up touching my heart the most. Like, it's what speaks to my soul. It makes me feel like I've known this game my whole life, having never experienced it though. And look at the floorboards too, the intricacy. The wood paneling up by the door. Almost feels like a tortoise shell. Good morning, class. Let's start with today's schedule. There seem to have been some rumors flying around since yesterday. Yes, the field exam for seed candidates will begin later this afternoon. There's Cypher. Cypher and I are in the back. How come we're allowed to wear different clothes than the rest? Those not participating and those who failed last week's written test are to remain here in study hall. Field exam participants will have free time until the exam. Just be sure you're in top condition. Meet in hall at 1600 hours. I'll announce the team assignments there. Any questions? Oh, and Cypher. Oh no. Do not injure your partner while training. Be careful from now on. Attitude already. Field exam participants. I will see you all later. They must be the only two field exam participants. Maybe that's why they're wearing different stuff. Also, I know because they're like their main characters. Oh no, look, all of those, they're going too. And Squall, I need to talk to you. He's like, more? Although you have to be kind of impressed that they successfully just lightly grazed the same spot on each other, right? Without actually gravely injuring them. Oh, look at her movement. It is so good to be back to another world, another adventure. Let me see if there's anything. I can just sit back down. Oh, I can choose not to come up. Wait, let's see. Turn on the power. Turn on the power. Here it is. This is the notebook. Wait, netbook? This is they talked about this. Yeah, this is the school festival committee. A message from Garden. I want to look at all of this stuff. They had spoke about this. This is where I want to find the official name. And then we're also going to run through the controls. So this first episode is very much just like getting the basics under control. Getting a feel for the game. It's the study panel. I think so. No, that's one of the shops. I think it's just the netbook. Either way, the basics about Garden. Let's do it all. What's the school festival committee? Okay, let's start at the top. Tutorial. Well, no, let's start at Garden. Wait, a message from Garden. Garden events, cafeteria announcements, spring memorial service, entrance ceremony, seed exam, written and field, summer garden festival. Summer vacation, autumn, student-sponsored event, winter, winter vacation. Okay, spring, summer, autumn, winter. Message from Garden, and let's go look at the cafeteria announcements. What kind of food are we having here? The competition for the hot dogs and meals is really getting out of hand. We are doing our best to provide everyone with enough food, so please be patient and conduct yourselves in an orderly fashion. Thank you. As you well know, magic and weapons are prohibited inside the cafeteria. The hot dog, is it like, I was thinking the hot dog eating competition, but I think it just means the competition for getting enough food. They need to up their serving sizes, I guess. They're all growing kids, right? Yeah, look, it says Balam. Disciplinary committee announcements. Follow all disciplinary committee rules. This applies to junior classmen too. Do not bring animals inside the garden. Report seeing any unusual bugs in the garden. Do not litter. At least they're teaching them not to litter. And then the library committee announcements. The following materials are overdue. Please return them to the library immediately. Insect guidebook, color edition, and goodbye Pupperun. Pupperun? Huh. The following requested materials have arrived. Edible flowers, turbine engines. We meet again, Pupperun. And the Sorceress's Night, Scenario Edition. The Sorceress's Night. Wonder if that's a little hint. Okay, let's do the garden square. Your opinions are important to make our garden a better place. Write them down and place them in the Dropbox. I got first. Treppy's forever, baby. Man, I want to go out with her. Trep. Yeah, so it would be Treppy's. Treppy's forever. Oh my gosh, this is her fit. This is for Keistas, right? She's got a little fan club. To be fair, she's got to be one of the youngest teachers, right? I mean, seed cadet at the age of 15, going on to become an instructor? Yeah. Wow. Hey, Trep group number 1, you got a name? Oh, man, I'm gonna kick your... Oh my god. What's your name? Oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. Big loser. I should kick both of your sorry butts. This is not for your silly games. Got it? Zoo. I don't want the disciplinary committee to get on my case, so I'm not writing my name. J.I. What? Who's J.I.? Who are you? Almasi. Wait. Okay, Cypher has the hots for... Okay, that's fair. See, they're so nosy. Good thing I went with my initials, J.I. None of our characters match that. No, J.I. But yeah, him saying Almasi, that's probably why he's quick to be like, you want to fight. I'll go with initials too. Hey, does anyone know if the new hot dogs are good? I haven't tried them yet. That's ZD. That's Zell Dinked. Oh yeah, they're the best. Man, you're missing out. Why am I hearing so much about hot dogs? It's time for a Costco dog. MS. I haven't seen, I don't think any of these are Irvine, Cypher, but MS. No. No initials that we know yet. Dang, I missed it again, ZD. Hey ZD, you have your exam today, right? Good luck, man. ZD, I hope you do well on your exam. Be careful, all right? The librarian? I guess all of this would be monitored. I know we're all talking about how much we love Keistas, but how about them dogs? About garden. Oh, they have all of this stuff. Let's do facility rules. Classroom. They made this so in-depth. At students, or just these are the bullet points, students should be in their seats and waiting for the instructors 5 minutes before class. When class is over, proceed quietly to your next class. Food, weapons, and magic are prohibited. Study panels are shared. Handle with care. The training center. Proceed with caution. There are real monsters in the training center. It is open 24 hours. Entering the grounds for reasons other than training is prohibited. Do not engage in battles beyond your ability. Infirmary. Visit the infirmary if you have any health concerns or problems. No items may be taken from the infirmary without permission. Follow the doctor's instructions. Resident physician is Dr. Kaduwaki. The library. Oh, that's who we got to have at the beginning. Open hours, 9 a.m. to lights out. That's a long time for the library to be up and running. But I guess if you need to study and things, yeah. All materials are open to the public. You may check out materials at the desk. Remain quiet at all times. Dormitory rules. Everybody is welcome to apply. Seats have priority for the single rooms. Going out after hours for reasons other than training are prohibited. Do not leave personal possessions in common areas. We need to look for other people's personal possessions. Finders keepers, just saying. Cafeteria is 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. Not bad hours. That's kind of late to have breakfast though. Keep the area clean. If late night meals are required, order them beforehand. I guess if you're doing, yeah, that makes sense for ordering them beforehand, but what time do classes start? 9 a.m. eating? Classes would start at like 10. Doesn't say in the classroom. I hope you don't have to go to your first class of the day without breakfast. Student rules. Garden precepts. Work hard, study hard, play hard. That's it. Ow. Attire. In general, there is no dress code in Balam Garden. However, dress accordingly if instructed to do so by your superiors. Okay, so some of them that makes sense, so everyone can wear whatever they want. Reward and punishment. Crime and punishment. The headmaster presents official commendations to outstanding students. Students who engage in violent acts, sexual promiscuity, or who fall behind in their curriculum, etc., may be expelled from the garden. So how come Cypher's still allowed to be here? I heard he's quite the ladies' man. Or wait, that was Irvine. Irvine's the ladies' man. I guess it's all behind doors. No one knows. Okay, reward and punishment we saw. Conduct. The skills acquired in the garden must never be used for personal gain. Refrain from committing any acts that may damage the garden's reputation. Take the time to think things through before starting a relationship. I wonder how we ended up here. Like, how do people get picked for the seed program? Emergencies. Procedures in case of an emergency. If you are on 2F, so second floor, use the emergency exit next to the classroom. If you are on the first floor, exit through the front gate. All students must take care of junior classmen during emergencies. Do not use the elevator during an emergency. The more you know. How many of you guys just went straight up to her, and how many of you guys came back and clicked on all of this? Evening outings. All students should be in their dorm rooms after hours, unless at the training center. And that is it for student rules. Now on to admission and graduation information. Admission, here we go, my answer. Applicants between ages 5 to 15 are admitted. All hardworking and confident youths are welcome. Ambitious overachievers are also welcome. Type A students are gladly welcomed. Applicants are admitted only after passing a final interview. Graduation must be between 15 to 19 years of age. One must have all the required skills and knowledge taught through the garden courses. One must have the headmaster's approval to graduate. At age 20, regardless of graduation, all students are released from the garden. You gotta have an age cap. Opportunities for alumni. The Garden supports a program that helps graduates enlist in armies all over the world. I see, so it's better preparing. But you could be from this program and end up fighting somebody that you went to school with. If it feeds them to all different armies across the world, you could end up on the opposite side. Instructors and seeds are permitted to remain at the garden. However, seedship must be obtained before the age of 20. Strange. Garden information. About Balam. Balam Garden Headmaster, Sid Kramer. Sid! The Lamb Garden, what is that? Proprietor? Proprietor is Master Norg. The Nasty Norg. The Lamb Garden was the first garden built in accordance with Headmaster Sid's ideals and dreams. There's always a Sid. About Trabia Garden. A garden in the Trabia region. There is an exchange program between Trabia and Balam Garden. Galbadia. A garden in the Galbadia Republic. It is the largest garden of the three. Galbadia Garden's master Martin, who is also the headmaster, has set up a program to recruit Balam graduates into the Galbadian army. Oh, okay, so more to do with the seed program since there's 3 different places, right? Let me see, it's the largest garden of the 3. So anyone who trains in this region would be for the Galbadian army. Whereas if you were in Trabia, the Trabia region, and then Balam. Sid Kramer. And then seed info. What is seed? Balam Garden's mercenaries, commanding GF guarding forces. They have special fighting abilities. They work in small teams and operate all over the world. I think it's just like how you're raised, but because GF has always to me felt like girlfriend, it is so challenging to change my instant translator of my brain to Guardian Force. And it's also strange that they shortened it, I guess because it's going to be used a lot, but I would have just kept it as Guardian Force. It sounds more menacing and intimidating than GF. I'm going to get my GF to get after you. Dispatching seeds. Seeds are deployed all over the world. Their services are requested by governments and even civilians. Their tasks range from providing military support to protecting civilians. Qualifications for seed. Students can apply after the age of 15. Passing the written test and completing an official mission are required to become a seed. Seeds are paid according to rank, which we talked about in the guide. And that is all of our information about the garden. We did all 3 of these, so we've got the basics. I want to see this, the school festival committee. Thanks for looking at this page, but there won't be any updates for a while. That's because I, the Garden Festival Chair, will be leaving Garden. I did not strive to be a seed, and I won't even graduate. I devoted all my time to the Garden Festival, my passion. But in the end, there was no Garden Festival. That's because no one volunteered to help out. But I have only myself to blame. I thought I alone could pull it off. I'll be starting a new life, but I sincerely hope someone will take over the Garden Festival Committee. Goodbye, Balam Garden. Wimbley Donner. Wimbley? Wimbley, that's the most sad, like what? Okay, so can I apply to be the festival part of the festival committee? Probably not me. The basics. Let's go ahead and head into the basics. Because there should be a way that we get a 2 free Guardian Forces, but I think that that's in a panel screen, and I don't think this is actually a panel screen. This is a main something. Right, at the beginning of the game. No, this is true. The study panel by accessing the tutorial command. Refer to the tutorial on how to use magic, about magic. Magic used by ordinary people is actually paramagic, in essence. It is a technique which involves controlling energy. Paramagic was developed by Dr. Odin. He was the first scientist to research the nature of magic by studying a sorceress. By studying the sorceress? The skill can be gained through proper training. However, with magic, it is difficult to achieve power levels that are comparable to conventional weapons. Wait, I want to click on that again. Paramagic. He was the first scientist to research the nature of magic by studying a sorceress. What if this is the sorceress that we end up going up against? I don't know if magic comes from the sorceress or was amplified and contained by her, and so he was able to dissect and research it, but if so, I wonder if it was with her permission or she was frozen in time, or like, how was he able to successfully study magic through this sorceress? I could already see the makings for maybe the sorceress then wanting revenge or something of the sort. Food for thought. Guardian Force. A GF is an independent energy force. By combining it with paramagic, it is possible to control tremendous energy. I love this music. Memory loss is a possible side effect, but this has not been proven as of yet. That's significant. If they're including the conversation about memory loss, maybe this is how I forgot about Renoa, about sorceresses and magic. A woman who has inherited the power of a sorceress. The origins of the sorceress go back to ancient times during Hein's reign. However, there is no factual evidence. Refer to the tutorial. So there can be multiple sorceresses. A woman who has inherited the power of a sorceress. Yeah. Okay, so we're not talking about, maybe we're talking about the very first sorceress of all of time. Like, where did it begin? Huh. She's not necessarily a sorceress. Renoa, that is. Okay, let's do the tutorial. This should give us some GFs. Login Squall, confirmed. GF data for Squall, searching. 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 GF registered under Squall are GF Quetzalcoatl, and Shiva. Here we go. Look at my Quetzalcoatl. Confirm. They used every single available letter space for that. Shiva. Confirm. The tutorial covers all aspects of gameplay. This tutorial can also be accessed through the regular menu at any time during the game. We get to see, oh my goodness, everything. Basic operation, battle operation, online help, card game rules, icon explanation. Basic. Okay, so L2, R2 buttons. B is opening the menu. X is going to be to talk and confirm. Square is to talk or play cards. We must be able to play cards with anyone. Right click, field, screen, directional buttons left and right to turn page. L1, those are NA as of right now. Triangle is going to be to hold down while using directional buttons. Or left stick to walk. Not doing that. I'm actually just using the D-pad for that. Open menu. X. This is the world map screen. So B is going to be to open the menu still. X is going to be to talk, confirm, get on, off vehicle. Square is going to be to move forward. A lot of this is kind of recapping what we saw in the manual. Select character for the battle screen. Yeah, I'll have to pull these up for the circumstances themselves. Okay. Press to return to the menu. Battle operation. Status window, battle tutorial 1 out of 8. Status window showing the HP ATB gauges is displayed. Easy. Commands are displayed when the ATB is full. Use the directional buttons to choose. Confirm with X and press start on screen to see the help message. Oh, that'll be nice. Our little Moogle. Our little help. To use magic, select one magic and choose your target. Okay, so you click magic, then you click Blizzard, which will cost 50. The number, oh no, that's the number in stock, is indicated next to the magic's name. That indicates the magic is junctioned, right, the junction. The junction conversation. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Now using item, select item, and then use the corresponding item that you want to pick. Easy. Now for GF, summons a GF junction to a character. So these are all of the ones junctioned to me, but that doesn't mean that I should actually switch between the Quetzalcoatl and the and Shiva. Like they said that you kind of want to have a loyalty of some sort. So then you click on draw. Draw extracts magic from enemies. Choose a target and magic, then stock or cast. I wonder if there's a cap for stocking up. Like is 99 the max that you can have and then you should start using it instead of stocking? Stock will stock the magic and cast will cast the magic. Boom. That's self-explanatory. When running low on HP, may appear next to attack. Oh, this little, okay, the arrow indicator. We read about this. This is the limit break. Press the right directional button. This new command is more powerful than the usual attack. The Renzo, this is a limit break. Then press L1 to choose your target from a window. Hold L2 and R2 to escape. XP is gained even if you escape as long as you damage the enemy. Easy enough. Explanation of various features. Junctioning a GF and setting commands. GF junction. Junction tutorial. Thank you. This is what we needed. I know we haven't even started the story, but I just want to get this. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of stuff. We've got current XP. This is for Keystis. Okay. Take me through. Junction enables characters to power up and use abilities. This means a GF must be junctioned in order to power up and use abilities. Let's begin by junctioning a GF. Right now, no GF is junctioned. Oh my gosh, also, can we talk about her profile picture? Hello? All other commands in gray cannot be selected. Once junction is selected, the GF and magic commands appear. Since no GF is junctioned, magic is displayed in gray. Let's junction a GF. By selecting GF, ooh, a GF list appears. Press square to see abilities possessed by a GF. The abilities are HP junction, vitality junction, etc., etc. Magic, GF, draw, item. Okay, let's choose a GF. When it forced me to that, I was trying to go down to Ifrit. When GF Quetzalcoatl is selected, its abilities, HP J and Vitality J, make the stats HP and Vitality appear in white. Oh, that's true. Yeah, I see them now. Magic can now be junctioned to HP and Vitality. But since there is currently no magic, we move on to setting abilities. There are 3 command abilities and 2 non-command abilities for characters and party. A total of 5 abilities can be set. Depending on the GF's abilities, the maximum is 4 non-command abilities. This means that up to 7 abilities can be set. Let's set some abilities. First, select a slot. The top window is for command abilities used during battle. Okay. The bottom window is for character and party abilities. Right. Selecting the top window displays command abilities. And selecting the bottom window displays character and party abilities. Since there is currently no magic, let's set the command ability draw to get some magic. When an empty slot is chosen, the cursor moves to the right, and then you pick from there. Select draw to set the command. This is how command abilities used during battles are set. Let's add GF and item to the list of combat abilities. Boom. And item. Now GF and item are set. Let's see a non-combat ability. Move your cursor down. It tells you to, but it's doing it for you. A character ability is displayed. Magic plus 20% for all characters. Now to set magic plus 20%. Select an empty slot. And select it. Easy. It's now set. Abilities have now been set. This concludes the tutorial. Thank you and good luck. It's throwing us back in. The card game rules I'm gonna wait for until we actually get there. Okay, going back, but just to see it, we'll just see it real quick. Oh my gosh, there are 13 different pages. The cards originated when a psychic named Orlin modified these tarot cards for games. Okay, no, we should do it. I see a mage. I see a dark mage in there. The game became popular with soldiers passing time between battles. As its popularity spread, each region developed its own rules and picture variations. Diagram. Number 1, picture. Number 2, diagrams. Okay, the picture, and then number 2 is the numbers. Correspond to the 4 sides of the card. Easy enough. 1 is weak, A is strong. 1 to A. Element is 3. Some rules allow the player to use its elemental property. Fire. Battle area. Place cards here one at a time. Elemental. Some rules indicate elements on the board. What is it? I can hardly see that little thing. Cards are placed in turn, and the player with the most cards when all 9 areas are filled wins. Review rules by pressing B. Cards in turn are placed. So, looking at the fireball, would it then consume the bat? Choose 5 cards before you begin. Pay attention to the numbers and elements. Card name, stock, page number, card chosen. Same turns over cards that have same number value. Same turns over cards that have same number value. In the example, numbers 4 and 1 are adjacent to the left and the top. Yeah, this turns over the top and the left cards. Oh, okay, that's actually fairly easy, but you don't know what the other player is going to bring to the table. Ooh. Plus means that the cards adding on the same number on more than 2 adjacent sides are turned over. In the example, the cards placed add up to 7 on the top and left side. 7 and 7. The cards on the top and the left are turned over. If they match. If they have the same number. And a combo. Cards turned over using same or plus turn over adjacent cards in combo. In the example, red will be turned over because one of the 2 cards turned over is a larger number. Same wall. Wait, let me go back over and see that. But wouldn't that be 5 and 5? So it is that not a plus? It is. Are turned over using same or plus turn over adjacent cards combo. Same or plus. Oh, okay. Okay, but wait, how is that different? How is plus in that situation different than combo in this situation? Red will be turned over because one of the 2 cards turned over is a larger number. Oh, I see. So because their blue 3 is larger than our 2, it would turn over red because it's a failed plus. Kind of. I think. But how would that not happen to the 5 and 2 over there? Triple Triad. Same wall uses battle area wall, the frame, as one of the card's 4 sides when using same rule. I think once I start playing it, it'll become second nature. Wall is assumed to have a value on all sides. A value. Elemental changes the number value of the card depending on the elemental property. When a card and a slot match elemental properties, the number value is increased by 1. That's good. If elements don't match, the card loses 1. So you want to match elements, 100%. Open, all cards face up, random, cards chosen at random, and sudden death. Play until someone wins. Trade rule. Cards are traded when the game is over. The winner takes 1 card from the loser in the basic trade rule 1. There are many trade rules besides 1. Pay attention to trade rules before you begin the game. Before you begin a game. Special trade rules. Direct. Take cards you turned over, but lose cards turned over by the opponent. Diff. Winner takes the number of cards by which she or he has won. And then all. The winner takes all the cards from the loser? Brutal. Brutal. There's my test. Take a written test to raise seed rank. You need to pay attention. We have written tests. Review seed written test. Icon explanation. Fire, ice, thunder. That should be fairly easy. I think we're good for that. Information. Basic terms, element status, menu, battle system, abilities, GF magic information. So anytime we want more stuff, we can go there. Okay, I think that concludes, and I do think we ended up getting our... Yeah, we got our GFs that were available from the tutorial menu. Whew, I'm done. So let's try opening the menu real quick before we go talk to her. He's like, oh, I'm done studying. So if we go into our menu and look at our junction, status, back, item, I'm starting with 6 potions, 4 Phoenix Downs, a remedy, and 10s. The 10s. My HP. Magic. Nothing currently. Status. Squall. Next level is 500. Revolver, attack, strength 17, speed 21, luck 16, vitality 6, hit 255%. GF, guardian force. Yes, look, I got them. So let's go ahead and try junctioning one, right? My quasicatl. Select ability to learn. Whoa. I think complete. These are all complete anyway. So now I can select this, so I'll start learning HPJ. Or let's actually learn magic to 20%. Yeah, let's do that. So he's learning that, so let's go into Shiva. Shiva needs to learn something new too. She's apparently already putting into some magic, summary of magic plus 10%. Okay, so you need to make sure that they're constantly learning. That kind of makes me think of the dress sphere. So I think I'll be on top of that. My cards. Do I have any cards to begin with? No. Monster Boss GF player. Configuration. Doesn't look like I can apply, can't select this yet. So I can't junction yet. No. Okay. All right. Let's go talk to, I'm off of the screen. I'm not here. Can I go into other people's? No. He's so tall. I feel like our character looks really tall. Some other students are talking to her right now. Trying to interact with everything. It's behind her desk. The whiteboard? Not whiteboard, but... Oh, they all moved away. You haven't been to the fire cavern yet, have you? You won't be able to take part in today's seed exam if you don't pass this prerequisite. I was gonna do it this morning, but Cypher. He was trying to make sure I couldn't do it. Do you have a good excuse? Not really. Then let's get going. If you're not too confident yet, you can go review your studies at the study panel. I'll be waiting at the front gate, so come down when you're ready. You can access the study panel from your seat. Oh, I jumped the gun on that one. I jumped the gun blade. Hello. I'm so jealous. Maybe I should take up that subject too. Same thing. Aww. What do you have to say? Should anything happen to the instructor Trep, the Treppies will get you back. Wow. So I need to make sure that she stays safe? Like she can't handle herself? Alone with instructor Trep? Did you just snap too? The study panel. Magic use outside of designated areas is prohibited. Disciplinary committee. Anything else over here that I can read? I don't think so. And I can't snoop on her stuff. Alone with instructor Trep. Okay, well since we already reviewed it, let's go ahead and get going. He's got long strides too. Wow. Look at this. This is blocked off over there. Can I inspect this plant? Anything in the plants? These halls are huge. I wonder how much funding they got for this. This thing is lighting up. I'm late. Oh! That must be Selfie. Oh no. There. Sorry, I was kind of in a hurry. Oh, hey. Hey, did you just come from that class? Is homeroom over? Whoa, no. This place is so much bigger than my last garden. Oh, hey. Hey, I just transferred here. Do you think you could give me a quick tour of the garden? I don't have the time, but I want to do it because I know that she's going to be a part of our team. Sure. Woohoo! All right, let's go. We'll take the elevator to the first floor lobby, and I'll show you the directory. She's now with me. She's so cute. Look, I already have a companion. I want to loot the plants, but I can't. You can go off screen a little bit. Wow, that's so strange to see Again, just different than anything we've played so far. In a good way. There's a lot of other games that have kind of prepared me for this, so it's not as much of a difference, or at least a learning curve for me. Who are you? Oh, hey, would you like to have these? My brother gave me these cards, but they're really not my thing. You can have them if you'd like. What? How do you play a card game? I think it'd be best to look at the card game explanation in the tutorial. I don't know much about it, really. If you want to play cards with someone, talk to them by pressing square. But keep in mind, not everyone is a card player. Oh, and by the way, I don't play, so don't bother challenging me. I didn't think you would. If you're giving away cards, I did not think you would be doing card games to begin with. Because any card player would never give away free cards. I got a Gizzard, a Funguar, Red Bat, a Gala, Gesper. There's creatures I've never heard of. In the entire franchise, I've never... A Caterpillar. What? Monster. Look at all of the different Funguars, the fun guys. Cute, and now we have more cards. Hi, you have that seed exam today, right? And you still haven't gone to the fire cavern? It's nice that they constantly remind you. Are you just taking it easy? Yeah. Oh. Confident as always. She's with me still. Hi, you have that seed exam. Okay, same thing. So I do need to, oh, though you could try the different prompts. Okay, let's walk into here. I would get lost in this too. With the elevators and everything like that. I mean, I guess there's only one floor. There's only 2 floors, right? First floor and second floor. Does she have green eyes too? I didn't mean to go back up, but we're riding again because there's nothing I can do. We're just testing the loading screens, which are not bad at all. Hey, somebody else is with him. He wasn't here before. Hey. Member number 109. Don't cause too much trouble for Instructor Trep. Oh, I'm trying to challenge him. He won't let me. Okay, back down. So onto the first floor. And it's shifting. That's the directory. I gotta make him like very, that's the directory. I don't have the ability to do like a deep voice. Well, this is it. Side A, side B. Balum Garden is pretty big. It's a good idea to check where you want to go and select it here. I have a question. How do you use this? Move the cursor and press the X to select. Next, I'll give you a quick explanation on the various facilities. Yes, sir. You'll find the dormitory to the north. Majority of the students live in the dorms. There aren't too many students who commute. Yeah, I'm in the dorms too. You can rest and change in there. West of the north block is the cafeteria, home of the best dogs. There's always a big rush for the hot dogs. You better get used to waiting in line. Got it. East of the north block is the parking lot. We usually take the garden car when a mission comes up. The front gate is located to the south. That's right. I have to go meet Instructor Trep at the front gate. Ooh. What's the matter? Nothing. Next, we have the quad, located in the west block. I will say, for what it's worth, I actually don't believe Squall would even be helping her. Based off of his bio, I think considering he's like that lone wolf and stuff, I think he would just be heading straight for what he has to do. There's an event being planned there. I know, it's the Garden Festival, which is not gonna happen. It's gonna be great. I'm planning to be on the committee. You might have to take over the whole committee, girl. You wanna help out too? Let's just continue. South of the west block is the infirmary. I always struggle with that. This is where you get treated for your injuries, but a lot of students just come here for advice. What's the doctor's name? Dr. Katawaki. Now the east block. This is the training center. It's the only facility open at night. It's used for training, and they have real monsters running loose here. If you don't take it seriously, you may end up dead. Just be careful. Oh, okay. South of the East Block is the library. There's a lot of material you can look up here, but the terminals in the classroom are a lot more efficient. And you already know about the classrooms. Yep, I remember that one. By the way, the headmaster's office is located on the 3rd floor. You need permission to get in. Another question, what's the headmaster's name? Sid. Headmaster Sid. That's about it. Anything else? Got it. Got it, got it. I think that's it. Hey, are you taking today's seed exam? Yeah. Then maybe I'll see you again later. I've already finished my training at my previous garden. I'm taking the seed exam too today. Good luck to both of us, huh? Thanks a lot. Oh. I know we're gonna see her again. Look at these students. Wait, look at the front. It reminds me of Awaka. I just got this vivid flashback of Awaka. That's the director again. It's so good to be back in a Final Fantasy game. All the students are gone now. I want to try to stop this kid. Hey, I'm gonna jog every day and get in top shape. Same. And these students are back here. I can't talk to them. Oh! This must be my save point. Yep, save point. And access main menu. Access the main menu and select save. Okay, so we go here and then save. Easy enough. Final Fantasy VIII. Ooh, the red bar too? Do not remove the controller. This is awesome. We've already been in the game an hour. Yes, we have. Ah! This is a good introduction, but I feel like we've barely gotten to do anything. So there's a part of me that's like, oh, this is a good stopping point, but I'm also like, there's so much to it. There's so much more to explore. This is just initial feelings. I'm actually gonna turn vibration on. Okay. I say we do at least the fire cavern. I don't know. I definitely need to pause here for a second no matter what and just grab a drink. But I forgot how much it's wear on my voice. I'm not used to, unless I'm streaming, I'm not used to talking and doing the voice acting for the characters. It's been a while, since FF9, I think, yeah. All right, I will see you guys in 1 second. You know what, typically I would end here, but I can't stop myself. We need to do more. We need to go to the fire cavern at a minimum, or at least explore the rest of the facilities. Maybe that's what we do. Maybe we explore more, then go take it, and we'll take it on the next episode. So either way, let's go ahead and explore the rest of the garden, and I'll be back in a second. I had to grab a snack real quick. Look at the water moving too. The waterfalls. Or I guess it's a fountain. So we know going down will be the training ground, so I say we do a little bit of exploration before we go do that. I look so tall, right? Like, it's definitely the proportions and where I'm on the screen, but I still feel like the scaling. I look so like tall and lanky. I wonder if there's anything to pick up. Oh, I wanted to see one thing real quick. Let's look at his profile. Squall status. Also, why is he not in the first slot? Wow. That hair, the swoop. What gel is he using? 580, 570 per Shiba. Oh, this is the stuff. Gunblade Auto. Set Gunblade Auto mode on off. Okay, we saw a little bit about this. Damage one enemy for rough divide, and then the Renzo indicator. Can I move him? Configuration. Oh no, that's for... I do have ATB set to wait, guys. I think I'm gonna keep it on wait. That's just until I get the lay of the land. Combat speed is just in the middle. I think all of this stuff is fine. Yeah. Initial. How do I switch him? Tutorial, configuration card, status. I guess you, wait, there it is, rearrange. There we go. Okay, now he's in the first spot. Rearrange party order. As of right now, I can only see 2 other slots besides him. And we start with 5,000 gil? Oh my goodness. Dang. It's not too shabby. These scenes, infirmary. There we go. See if we can talk to anybody. No? Can I challenge anybody? Probably not. Let's go back and visit the good doctor. I'm using the D-pad to move, so it's gonna be a little choppy at first until I get back into the swing of it. Hi. Good morning. What a gorgeous day. You'd like to play some cards? Yes. Here we go. Triple Triad. What? What? This music. It's so playful. I trade rule 1 and it's open rules. Okay, we got a mini tutorial earlier, so I say we just get into it. I mean, I've got the manual right here. This is called open. So open, all 10 cards will be facing up so the player can see them. And then trade rule of 1. The winner of the game can choose 1 card from the opponent. Okay, that's not too shabby. Let's go ahead and do it. Just rip the band-aid off. I love the design of the back of the card too. I don't even have 10 cards, so can I even play this? Oh no, it looks like you only need 5 cards. 5 cards from me, 5 cards from them. I'm gonna take this bat and the gala and then the caterpillar and maybe the fungi. All right, let's do this. Me first. Okay, let's start with this little guy. Actually, let's start with the gizzard. The gizzard. I would say put him right here. Because top is not going to be ideal. Like, because the top is 1. He places that there. He flipped it. That's a crazy card. What is that guy? That's a creepy looking... What? Okay, so if I want to turn his card, and also he has lightning, but I don't see any... I see lightning here. I want to convert his card. I didn't know what his card originally was to be able to change mine. I guess I could do a 3 here? Okay, so I just changed his card. He places this, he flips my card, but that should be an easy win for me. Oh, shoot. All of these are 1s, so I need to overtake my card down below. So I need something really strong. Can I match it and then flip them? We're gonna learn real quick. Nothing. It's a stalemate. He flipped my other card. Shoot, I really put myself in a position here. Crap. Well, if I do this, I think I flipped my own card. He was able to flip that? Can I push this somewhere else? Oh, no. No, that was so bad. That was so bad. The L is even a capital, or not only is it a capital, but it's a blue color too. He's gonna take, he took my caterpillar. Oh, that was a good card too. The 4 is up top and bottom. But look at those cards that he had. He had a 5 and a 5, a 7 and a 3. I need to rematch him. But I'm afraid I'm gonna lose another card from him. Oi, wait a minute. Dr. Katawaki counseled me today. Again. Hey, come back here. Come back here. I need to win my card back and my pride. Oh, shoot. Okay, that's where I came from. Can I interact with any of this stuff? No. Doo-doo. I don't know where I'm going. Going somewhere. Oh, this was my bed. It's cool seeing the tighter spaces because you can actually see more details on them. I guess because you can see more pixels on them. Wait, I wanted to see if there was anything on the other side or in the bed. They haven't even made the bed since I got up. The music here is so nice with the little light breeze flowing in from the window. Dr. Katawaki. Oh, Squall, your exam's today, right? How's that forehead doing? It's good. Same thing. Okay, what about, do you play? What? You wanna play a card game? You know, I used to play a lot, not lately though. Oh, we get to play the doctor. Oh, yes. Open and rule 1. Okay, well, I don't have a lot to put into this. Hopefully he goes first. I'm gonna take this one, and then I need more side cards. That's a good one. The Gizzard is good. Please be him first. Yes, okay. He has a Cactuar. Oh my goodness, that's a crazy level card. He's got a 6 side. I can't beat that card. Like, there's just no way for me to beat that card, right? I can't match it. There's very few cards I can match of his. He's gonna take this from me, but I'm gonna put this guy here. Okay, he's using the Cactuar up above, another 6. But wait a minute. I could possibly take that over with this, but then he'd have an easy way of taking over me. But I think I might be able to play to the strengths of it. Okay, he's locked out there. I can take that over with this card. Holy cow. Oh no, but he flipped that. And then these are matches. Oh dear. Also, these are some creepy looking things. Okay, 5 could definitely overtake that. He can also overtake that. His 5 it's gonna overtake a card no matter what. I think actually we're gonna be in a stalemate. I think it's gonna tie. What could take over? If I forced him into the bottom one, then he would take over my top card, no matter what. If I force him into the middle, he takes over the top card no matter what. And I don't have the ability to take over one of the left cards, so maybe I could try to put him here? No. He flips that card. Draw. Yeah. What is it? What in the case of the draw? We just, neither one of us get a card. Just safe. Okay. A draw is better than a loss. I will take it. We just gotta get better cards too. And you get better cards by playing more. It's cool that you can play the doctor though. All right, I'm leaving. I need to find more people. And it's the thing that it's such a, you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, because you have no idea what the other person has until they show their cards. Also, the open match is what allows you to see everybody's card, which is nice. I can't play him. I like the water here. But what about the matches where you have no idea? Because I was playing based off of knowing what his future and potential cards could be and where he could place them. But if you don't have any idea what somebody else possesses, oh, it's gonna be challenging. I know I'm probably getting ahead of myself by exploring all of these things, but you never know when the whole game's gonna kick off. And how many of you guys knew that you could play the good doctor? Excuse me, do you play an instrument? No, but I play cards. Do you play cards? What? That was so random. She's following me. Come on, don't ignore me. I'm not ignoring you. Hey, I know you. I ran into you by the classroom, yeah? I'm on the executive committee for the garden festival. Wait, isn't that... If you're interested, come by and check out the stage. Wait, it's my dream to form my own band. That's, what am I on about? Isn't that our girl Selfie? Selfie Trep? Tilmit, Selfie Tilmit. Of course, I'll need 4 more people. Wanna join? Go, leave me alone. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let me see if there's anything back here. I am ignoring you, and also look at these benches. Who let these benches? Also, is this girl ice skating? Or rollerblading? I guess she wouldn't be ice skating. She must be rollerblading. What is she doing? No, I'm not interested. Leave me alone. Go away. Oh, what's this? This must be the band or the stage. All members of the Garden Festival Committee have been dispatched to conflicts around the world. That transfer student seems to be really enthusiastic about it, but... That's it. Yeah, Selfie. But what? We should have enthusiastic people on this, no? Okay, maybe that wasn't Selfie out there because I think that's Selfie. Looks like a giant banana. Are you interested in what I'm doing? I feel like he wouldn't be interested, but I am. So maybe I'm not playing as I think Squall would play, but actually how I want to play. Then you should join the Garden Festival Committee too. Come on, join the Garden Festival Committee. Sure. Woohoo! Okay, let's get to work. I know that I have this really important test today, but... All right, work, work, work! Not too many guys on this team, you know. Oh, are you the type that has to be told what to do? I guess so. I wouldn't say I'm the first to volunteer for things, by any means. Not me, but him. I guess I did join. So I'm a part of it, technically. Let's go behind here. What's over here? Nothing? All right. Well, we are now officially part of the garden committee. But then where's that other student? So the other student must be somebody else. Somebody who wants to join a band. No, I think that was Selfie. Oh well. Okay, we continue our tour of the facilities. So from there, I like that they have students casually walking throughout it. It makes it feel more alive. What's this thing? Did you see that thing? It was like glowing. Oh, it's the lanterns. All of the lights. Cafeteria. Oh, we need to look for the hot dogs. That was the most important thing. Not passing our exam, but finding the hot dogs. Priorities. I like all the moving bits that they have in the background. You've got the water swishing and swooshing. You've got the water coming out of the little spout. And then you also have the lanterns. The lanterns. Ooh, the different... Oh, hey! The different camera angle. Maybe I should put off my diet. There are so many motivated people at this academy. Kind of makes you want to work harder. Okay, but what about playing? Oh, that's it. Sit back and relax after a good meal? Nah, that's not for me. Do you play cards? Cards? No. None of them play cards. Maybe I should put off my diet. The cafeteria is that good. Did you see the ivy hanging over too? The detail in the environments. Oh, great. Fujin. Cypher. Drink? Huh. Can I drink something? I'd like some water, you know? Ignore. I'm gonna let these guys I'm gonna go priorities again. Once again. We'll talk to them in a little. Hot dogs? You got any snacks? I'm so fast. Look at me zipping around. Cafeteria lady. No more hot dogs today. Oh, I was too late because I was fighting Cypher earlier and then I got sent to the infirmary. Yo, it's Squall. Oh yeah, Fujin's gonna treat, you know? Want something? Rage. Huh? Oh! Ow! Ow! Ah. Squall. Can't you see the disciplinary committee's busy? Don't bother us. He's on the disciplinary committee? That's rich. Right. Although he is, like, very beefy. What? Okay. I'm just gonna let you guys be. Let's back this way. The hot dogs while we have a red, yellow, and green flag. I'm just thinking ketchup, mustard, relish. Hey, y'all. So today's the seed field exam. They all look like cadets. Which one should I talk to? The guy in front of me or the guy in the back? The guy in the back. A trap groupie number 1. What do I need to do to get closer to thee, oh lovely Keistus? Friend of trap groupie number 1. Hey, snap out of it. You'll never be a seed, because you're always too busy thinking about her. Ugh. Life is pain without her. Check out this weenie. This guy used to be the cream of the crop. Now look at him. All over one woman. Women. In the words of Leon, women. I choked last time. I was way too nervous. At least you made it to the field exam. I can't even pass my written test yet. I guess you're not as smart as I am. Dang. Yeah, right. You're in study hall today too. Yeah, so am I. I guess we all just suck. We're just a sad bunch. Sad. Sad. Sad people like us, all we do is complain in the cafeteria. Sad. I like how the D is capital too, like seed. We're just a sad bunch. Sad, sad. Are we gonna keep doing this? I can't talk to the two people behind. Sad people like us. Well, I think that's everything in the cafeteria. And if there's no hot dogs, then we might as well get out of here. Man, people really like Kastaclysm around here. I mean, she is impressive. Going back again, she's 1856, top-notch member of SEED who serves as Squall's instructor. A SEED cadet at the age of 15, Kastaclysm now instructs Squall and his companions at Balam Garden. Contrary to her cool exterior, she occasionally has a difficult time coping with frustration, and as a result can become depressed over trivial matters. The woes. I like the I was gonna say the cast so far as if we're in a play, but I really like the characters. Even this kid. I'm starving, I gotta eat, eat, eat! Why? How did it happen like that? How did what happen like that? But you can feel the life in this place. Like everybody seems like highly motivated individuals, working hard, training hard, eating hard. And there's little fish in the pond, the dormitory. Didn't we come from the dorms? I guess I went to the quad. That was the quad. To be back at school. Seems like yesterday. I wonder how many are going to pass the SEED exam today. But that written test sure was hard. Well, at least you made it to the written part. I still haven't finished all my credits yet. I know, I have a lot left too. It'd be nice if we could all take it together. Yeah, even cooler if the three of us pass. Gosh, freaking out about exams? Now that really was an age ago. Anybody play? You want to play cards with us? Are they, is this like the Magus sisters? What's going on here? Are we a trio? How else am I gonna get better, guys? If you haven't played 3 rounds of Triple Triad before you even get to the caves, the caverns, what are you doing? All right, we're getting our Gizzard. Gizzard's coming with us. Did I lose a card from last time? I'm almost not gonna have enough cards to play anymore. Gayla's coming with us. This guy, my fun guy, and this guy. Oh my gosh, they have disgustingly good cards. Look at all those, what? What? They must have pulled their cards together. I have to play my cards right. My best effort is to go here. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's do the fun guy here. He's already gonna take it over. Yeah. Wild work right there. Okay, let's try doing this one here. Take over that card. Mine now. And just like that. And just like that. Despicable. Oh man. I guess the Gizzard here, but he's gonna be able to take that over with a 1, no problem. I don't even know what route to take, y'all. Maybe I should already take the loss? No. Never surrender. Never give up. Like, how am I supposed to be to 7? Okay, I can beat that. Okay, flipped. Flipped? That was insane! These girls had so much. Okay, say what you will. They might not be even past the written exam of this era. They just took my Gizzard, not my Gizzard. They may not even be past the written portion of the test, and that could possibly be because they're card sharks. They're out here just finding the best of the best. How do they have all these 7s? It's not even if you're good at the game. It's about if you have the better cards. Wow. Now I see what they're spending all their time doing. Hey, this must be my dorm. Yeah, I have a save point in here too. Do I have a roommate? I must have a roommate. Maybe, oh, do you think that Cypher's my roommate? Probably not. I think we're different years. There's nothing to do. Wow, look at us. The red belt pop color. Nothing. Does he have blue eyes? The hair? I like that our protagonist has brown hair. It's all these blondes lately. That must be my gunblade. Is that the case for my gunblade? Rest up. I'll rest up before we go to the cave. Before we go to the caverns. Forget it. She's gonna be like, so it took you an entire year? Welcome back. And also, I know you guys are gonna be like, we're not even surprised you didn't even make it out of the of the garden during your first stream or your first recording. Of course, this is classic Kasta. Almost have 2 hours into the game and we have not moved. But I'm just wanting to like see it all, do it all. The dormitory double. Really spacious dormitories. I like that there's a common kitchen kind of area too, because it looks like there's 2 people per dorm. I wonder how many people are gonna pass. Well, I can at least tell you 1, because we know we're making it out of here. Okay, so out of the dormitories. I didn't mean to do that. I like the water, it's so calm. And what was this one? The parking lot. Let's see if we can get anything. Who are you? The colors, that teal with the orange, and then the pop of yellow, it feels very tropical. What's this? Is it a fire hydrant? What is it? I love this garden car. The sound of the engine just excites me. You know that vroom sound? It reaches 6,000 RPM. Oh, I'm getting carried away here. I must say, cars are so convenient. You can go outside and not have to worry about running into monsters. Especially for me, since I'm still only a student. I don't think I have enough to even play one of them. Let me see, I'm gonna try. Nope, they won't play me. So I played 3 rounds of Triple Triad and had 1 draw, 2 wins. Oh, this is the car? Or one of the vehicles. Something about that vehicle reminds me of the bike in FF7. Wow, I like the setting. I really like this. I mean, coming from 9 being my last Final Fantasy, it's definitely a flip. But it feels good, it's different, it's unique. I like whenever you have the blend of, I don't even know what I would describe it as. I guess like futuristic technology, styles, vehicles, but then mixed with these tactics of magic. And, you know, he's fighting with a blade mixed with a gun. It really, like, that by itself describes the style as a whole, having a gun blade. Who are you? Wait, who are you? I'm gonna be a seed. I'll work really hard. I've wanted to be a seed since I was little. It makes sense that I want to help out. Volunteers? I'll work really hard. The library, who are you? The librarian? Garden faculty, student number 41,269. Squall? That's my student number? That's how many people have been through here, at least. Student number 41,269, of course it ends in that. You're that problem child. Don't you have the final seat exam today? And you're making instructor Trep wait? What are you still doing here? Am I really that much of a problem child? Well, at least I'm already fitting the stigma, right? Clearly, I am working well with Squall's natural personality. Today's seed exam. Seed should have more brains than brawn. Today's seed. Do you play, by any chance? I only began collecting recently, but we can play. This might be my chance. If he only began collecting recently, this is the last person I can play because I won't have enough cards for any more. Okay, open. I have to... These are my only ones. How does he have better cards? What? Look at the sevens. I'm going supersonic. What do you mean he has Oh, well, he's gonna take it over. And how come I keep having to go first? Of course. This would take him over. Oh dear. Okay. Do I have anything that can match that? I don't. But I could at least, I could lock him to where he wouldn't be able to eat my character. Fives would still be able to, but then that would force the 2, the 1, the 3. Okay, wait. I'm thinking we put, if I put this here though, it wouldn't take over his card. If I put this here, it will take over his card. But then whatever he places above, no, he could take over. He's gonna take it over. Oh shoot, I didn't even consider that. Shoot. I can do the 3 here. And then he'd have to do a 5. He'd have to place the 7 here. We might draw. I think I could place this here. Nope, he flipped mine. Wow, that was impressive. That was impressive. Dang it! I can't play anymore. My bat card? Not my bat. This is nothing, okay? I have to start at the bottom and then I will look. My comeback will be greater than ever. Just trust the process. It's the cards. That looks like an item I can pick up, but it's not. It's the cards. Is he gonna tell me I can't play? Student number. Okay, you can't even play him to begin with. After he's chastising me and I'm over here like, but cards? I guess I can't really hate on the little kids for playing more cards than training when I'm out here dodging my own responsibility and exam. Hey, y'all. Running laps? So that's the infamous monster. Ah, I thought I was about to die. I'd be careful if I were you. There's basically 2 monsters to a set. Kinda tough for students like us. We're not even seeds yet. E16. I'll go down there, but I don't know. I might get my butt handed to me. How am I supposed to, if I started with nothing but victories, it would make for a less exciting journey. You know, it's always better when you suck at the beginning. I didn't expect to lose that much though. I don't think it will allow me to train. Oh my gosh, something about this reminds me of Parasite Eve 2 so much. That one facility area, do you know what I'm talking about? I know that was not very descriptive, but I don't think we can do anything here. Not until we get approved. But it's still fun to explore. Can go up here. What's that? There's something moving. I can't go over there. Our first fight. What? You can even enter the training area before you actually begin? I don't know if this is way past my... Okay, ATB building up. Attack. Vampire? Or they must be Venus flytraps. He's poisoned me, I think. Oh no. I need to see how much health they have. Ow, he clobbered me. ATB rebuild. Do. Gastric juice? Oh snap, that was a lot of damage. I might not make it out of here. 40. How much health do they have? Go, go, go! They're like Venus flytraps. Ow! Not the noise, the bop bop. Bop bop. We need to even the odds. I need to also assign items. As of right now, I can't consume an item on the fly. So we might actually die here. They have some health! Ow! They're bopping me slowly. Maybe I'll get close to a limit break? This is not looking good, guys. Vampire? The vampire means that they steal my health. So he got 17 health back. 44? It's a lot of 44s. He must have like 400 health. I think I'm slowly gonna get beat down until I die. Get it, Squall? I can always run away. No, we got one! We got one! Great. Okay, we can pull this off. And then I'll put items on and I'll heal. I love this. Sleeping gas? No! I'm gonna be asleep for a while. But if he hits me, I'll be fine. Yeah, he put me to sleep. But once he hits me, I should wake up. I like the way that they move. Look at the little stick bug legs. Okay, I'm awake. You signed your death warrant. Except I have... I gotta do a lot of 40s. Thankfully, I do a lot more damage than him. But let's just hope I can hit enough before he gets me down. I reckon like 4 more of those and then he's down. Come on. L2, R2, sleeping gas again. They have so many different moves. Vampire, sleeping gas, miss. Yes! Miss. Dude, I miss this combat. This is so awesome. Dude. I'm just getting some training in before I go to finish and do my final exam. This is smart if you think about it. I need to assign my guardian. Ow. Come on, Squall. 2 more hits. 1 more. No, that's it! Yes! Our first fight! Victory! Woo! The fanfare! Oh! Next level. That's cute! We're so close to another level. Also, we got a card! Gratz card. So real quick, I'm gonna go into my items and heal up because I cannot be dying here. I'm gonna have to heal twice so that I have max health. And then I need to go back to, so currently status, no GF. How do I assign it? Learn. I might not be able to yet. I think that's why the purpose is to follow her so that she can teach you more. Like right now, I'm not. Junction. No, there we go. GF, junction. Let's do Quetzalcoatl, the Quetzalcoatl. Yeah, and then my magic will be nothing. I haven't learned any magic. I see. Can I not assign, how do I assign items? Like I want to be able to use an ability. There we go. So I have attack. Now we go item and then draw and GF. That's good. Okay, perfect. Removes all junctions. That's what we wanted. So now if we run into another one, what is this thing? I'm confused. It's a purple thingy. A draw point. Blizzard found. Who will draw? Squall? Squall stocked 6 blizzards. So now if I go into, okay, this makes sense. If I go into junction for Squall, and then I go into ability. Wait. If I go into magic for Squall, and then I have blizzard now. So if I'm in battle, I think that's how that works. We can reread it too if we wanted to. Actually, what we need to do is swap this for magic. So now that we have magic assigned, if we go into another fight, we should be able to see draw. We should be able to see like 4 different options. Cool. There's a save point on the other side. What is over there? Okay, so now we need to go over here. Drop a save. I like that you don't have to go down. You can just go up. Drop another one. Ooh, this is so exciting! This is so awesome. I wouldn't mind having one more fight to get to see how that works. I don't know what's over that way though. Oh, we're back here. Okay, yeah, let's go over here then. Another fight. Well, we're gonna get to see. I did remove my GF, so my Quetzalcoatl can't come with me. But we can try. 3? We're gonna need magic. Holy cow. Oh my goodness, magic blizzard. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to pull this off, but we're gonna see. We might want to draw from them too. 132 damage. Beautiful. Get it, Squall. Okay, our ATB bar is building up again. So now we're gonna attack this one. Shoot, they just vampired, didn't they? I'm gonna try to do just this, and then I'm gonna draw from the other ones. Ow. We need to limit how many people are attacking me constantly. Probably one more hit on that guy and then he's dead. It's gotta be a goner. Attack again. Gastric juice. Plus if they make me fall asleep. No, he's still alive. And he just vampired back. But this will put us into a level up. If I can succeed. Actually, I can still run away and take some XP away. That's it. One down. Okay, so here's where we're gonna draw. I know that I'm losing. I don't know. Draw. Stalk. Cast. Stalk. Yes. So we draw, and we stalked something. Received 7 sleeps. You can take that much from them. Let's draw from. Okay. Well, actually, at this point, I should probably attack those guys. They're starting to do a lot of damage. Sleeping gas. Miss. Come on, miss. Miss me. Yes! Great job, Squall. I'm gonna go ahead and do magic, and we're gonna do a sleep on this guy. See if it works. Yes! So now we need to make sure we don't hit him, but we've even the odds. 1v1. Let's do this. Come on. Whittle him down. I can always heal too. If I get super low. I don't think we're gonna need to. Maybe like 1 or 2 more hits, as long as that guy doesn't wake up. No, he's waking back up. Gastric juice. I need to draw from the other guy. Ow. That hurt me. We're gonna go for another. Oh no, he's still asleep. This is great. Great. Pew. 1 more hit and he should be down. That guy's back. 1 more. I keep saying 1 more hit. 1 more hit. All right, attack him 1 more time. That's gotta be it. Beautiful. All right, we could heal, but I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. We're gonna draw from him, and we're gonna draw a question mark and stalk. They should have 2 different things that we can draw from them. One was a sleep skill, and we just got 5 silences. Okay. So we could use, I'm gonna actually magic, and I'm gonna silence him. Because if I put him to sleep, as soon as I hit him, it will wake him up. So let's see if it works. Oh, missed. Some of them will be more susceptible than others. At this point, I'm gonna want to drop a heal. I'm gonna have to use a potion. We need to buy potions whenever we can. Item. Let's go ahead and potion up. Potion up, Squall. Don't take a knee. Step it up. There we go. I could do a blizzard if I wanted to make this faster. But I want to stock all of them. I want to see too. I bet you it's 99. 99 might be max. I missed ATB. Think about the cards. We're doing it for the Triple Triad cards. All of the possibilities. Have I ever told you guys how much the combat is my favorite part of these games? 10, 9, and now this have to be my favorite ones. And say what you will about 10 too, but the dress spheres were so much fun. I loved that. It brought fashion to it in ways I didn't even think were possible when it came to these kind of games. He's down! That's a heck of a lot of XP. Did it take us like 10 minutes? Yes. It's gonna take me a second to get used to this one instead of the This one's whimsical. It's very playful. Feels more like jungle-esque. Like I almost feel like I'm in... I almost spoiled something that I am playing later. Poison powder, sleep powder, and GF received 6 AP. I'm raising a GF right now. I'm raising it. Raise the roof. All right, let's pop a save too. I think I should not, can I? Okay, so you can't heal here. Gotta get used to it. Okay, let's start doing slightly different. I'll keep going between 1, 2, and 3. We'll keep 3 different save slots. It's so good to be back. I just feel like an absolute Cheshire cat. I feel like I'm in heaven when I'm playing these. Oh, here we go. I'm actually gonna choose to run away from this one, guys, though, because I do want to get us... I think we did level up, right? Is it just the one? Oh, it's just the one. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's draw from him. I'll draw more. Oh, I should have just cast it, actually. We need to test out the casting method. 7 sleeps, though. I like how much you get. Instead of just getting 1 of each item, he just put me to sleep. Miss. Ha ha ha. Get rejected. He's like, I see the exit. I can see it right there. Well, let's do Blizzard on him. The Blizzards were really good. I feel like I shouldn't just be casting them willy-nilly. Especially if we're going into a fire cavern, we should use the rest of the blizzards for the fire cavern. And we need to also throw on... Okay, let's try this. Let's try drawing silence and then casting it right away. We haven't done that before. Cast silence. Miss. Yeah. Too good to be true. Attack. I'm gonna have to run back to my dormitory so I can get all my health back before we go do our fire cavern. Because I don't want to use any more potions. But I'm wondering if there's a little shop in the garden. We should find somewhere that we can get some food. I mean, not food, but health. HP. I like the way his little, I don't even know what they are, leaves are just bobbing back and forth. Vampire move is vicious. I wish we could somehow absorb that or take that ability. He took 20. Down he goes. Da, na, 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 na. Do, 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 do. I've got to get the this little tune down so I can sing it with it. Also, we are level 8. Powder containing silence, silence powder. And we got 2 AP. Our Quetzalcoatl leveled up. Beautiful. So let's go ahead and go into our menu. So I believe if I'm interpreting this right, we go over to our GF. He's level 2 now. And we want to learn a different ability. No, he's still putting into learning magic. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is kind of similar. I guess the best way I can liken it is similar to like learning into your dress sphere before you learn it. But he did level up. I also want to go into Junction for me real quick, and I'm going to go into my ability, and instead of magic, because I don't want to use it as much, I want to put my GF and see what that looks like when I summon him, if I end up having one more fight. I hope I don't. I do want to get out of here, which I can just run away from if I really have to. Okay, there we go. That was a fun little training section. Just got to test it out. The training center. Oh. Fighting like this keeps you in shape. Actually, it's the heavy tension that gives... Wait, that gives what? That gives me such a rush. The heavy tension. Aww. This is the song that just reminds you, well, it makes you feel at peace before the chaos of whatever is about to, it is the calm before the storm. Hi. No matter what era, I think books are good. Wow, didn't expect to see you in the library. What does that mean? Hey. Hey, you want to play? No, actually, I'm still licking my wounds. I guess ever since I've taken over Squall, everybody thinks it's an invasion of body snatchers. I have a question for you. Esthar was the country that was governed by this evil sorceress way back then. When, right? Way back when? So what happened to this sorceress? Did someone overthrow the sorceress? Did we learn about this in class? I think I cut class that day. So like, I have no idea what the sorceress is about. Same thing. That's gonna be relevant later. So many conversations of sorceresses. You would think that they grow on trees. Hey, I found a draw point. Isuna. Oh, don't draw Isuna. What happens if I don't draw? I just leave it there, right? I feel like somebody else should come back and get Isuna, not me. I wish they had super exciting books here. Kind of like that one that girl with the pigtail recommended. That romance novel was pretty good. Don't look at me like that. My book club. I wish they had super exciting books. The romance. I guess I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll draw it. Squall stocked 6 Isunas. I wonder if I can transfer it. Nothing there. Nothing else between the books. Turns out the library, you can learn new things. What? Who would have figured? That doesn't even look like a space you could have gone to, so that's awesome that you got something. Just for exploring. Do, 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 do. Hey, oh. Is this a different area of it? No. Back to it. I saved a seat, but where's my study partner? I'll get in trouble if she doesn't come back soon. Oh, yawning. I guess. I have a test coming up. It's actually a makeup test. It's the worst, man. I'm the only one taking it. Yawning again? I mean, that's what happens when you miss a test. It's the worst. So you want to play with me? No. I don't have any books left. Well, no, actually, I do have enough cards. I don't know why I'm saying books, but look at the little green lights, too. It's such a librarian light. I think I just barely have enough cards, but not enough to risk it. Hello. Library girl with a pigtail. So descriptive. The following acts are prohibited within the library: talking loudly, eating and drinking, running around, and also avoid late returns, no fighting over seats. I have to go over the library rules with the children next period. I'm very nervous. I hope they understand. I'm not very good at cards. I smell blood in the water. Let me at him. So what did you do during your very first episode of Final Fantasy VIII? I got my butt handed to me, but I did it with a lot of fun. It was fun along. I'm not very good at cards. Okay. Yeah, look at that. Good night. This would be hard to overthrow, so let's go ahead and put him in the corner. The corner move is not the most difficult, but he's overthrown my one card there, but that's okay, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna take his with just a little guy here. Boom. I don't have enough to take that. Wait, when did I get this 7? Oh, this is the card that I won from fighting the creature. So the more creatures that I fight. I would almost rather us put this here. No, I need to get in a position to steal their card. Wait, let me look at what her cards could be. Where could she place this stuff? She wouldn't place that there. She wouldn't place that there. She's not likely to put something in the top right. That would leave her susceptible to something. I would honestly say let's... I'd almost put this here. I hope that wasn't a bad move. Okay, she's changed it, but that's okay. That's okay. We can steal back. We can steal my card back. Ooh! What? I got played. I got absolutely played and she's gonna take my best card. She said she wasn't good. Somehow I'm worse. You've got to be kidding me. She didn't even use her really good card. No, my Grat card, I just won it. No. I thought I had it in the back. I shouldn't have put him in the bottom right. I shouldn't have put him in the bottom right. What am I doing? I locked myself in. I have a lot to learn. There's a lot to learn. You said you weren't good. You baited me. I've been hoodwinked. Come on. Don't even look at me like that. I know, I'm the minigame queen. But just like, you know what? This is like Gwent, okay? When I played Witcher 3 for the first time, I was awful like Gwent. Like, I was really bad. I think we're back to the beginning, and I just need to take a nap before we go to our main mission. Look, I was horrible. Horrible at Gwent. And by the end, I was wrecking everyone. So just give me a little bit of time and practice and some good cards. And I will leave no survivors left, not the parking lot. I will dominate everyone. I will smear the floor with the blood of my foes by the end of this game. I just need a couple good cards and learning more. This is the dormitories, right? And maybe just learn how to get good. I need practice. But I like this. I love this so much more than the game that was at 9. Oh, I was pretty bad at 9. I'm saving again. I wouldn't even say I was bad at it. Actually, I just didn't find myself as curious about playing that as I am with this one. Already, I feel like this is going to be easier for me to understand. Triple Triad. This isn't my bedroom. Let me go out. Wait a minute. I look angry. I gotta walk over here. Okay, if I rest up, I should get all of my health back. Let's test it real quick. Yeah, 529. Also, my health has increased with my level ups too. Okay, we'll leave this place. What did you do in the first episode? I lost 4 Triple Triad rounds. 4. Actually, I think it was 5. It might have even been 5. Okay, so I think at this point I'm ready. There's some more stuff we could do up on the 2nd floor. But I think I'm ready. That was the cafeteria. Red for hot dog. And green was the training. This is the infirmary. No, that's the quad. Oh, red might be the infirmary. No, this one is purple. Purple. Yeah. Infirmary. This is back to the middle. Let me just double check here. I want to see something. Yeah, we were right at the library. And then the 2nd floor? How do you go up to the 2nd floor? What? You can fast travel to the section you want to go to? That's sick. Did I miss the part where it said that? What? Wait, can you click on any of these then? Can I click on? No. So you have to go all the way around. There's no fast travel point back? Oh. Wow. It's better to learn that now. I could have gone through the whole game without realizing that, although I doubt we'll be here for the whole game. By the time I get the lay of the land, we'll already be leaving. I did think there was more on the 2nd floor I needed to see, but I might not have access to it. Do I need to go on this side to see the 2nd floor? No. Maybe see if I can go to the right and left. It might force me into the elevator. And now this forces me out. Yeah. Okay. I think that means we are finally ready. Finally ready to go to the fire camp. How can I see my objective? Is there a spot where you can... So you see Bee Garden. Where ability switch card configuration. Status? No. Junction? I guess you have to know. Like, you have to remember. Otherwise, you could completely forget where you're going. My cards. No! So what did you do during your very first session? Well, it's funny you should ask. There it is. Okay, guys, with that, we are gonna stop here for our very first episode. I know we've really only covered the basics, but that's sometimes just what happens. In the first episode, it's going through the manual, understanding our characters, starting to see like where we're at. I'd like to get a little acclimated. It's kind of like dipping your toes in the water. I know we didn't get to even go out and see the world yet, but in true fashion, if you guys have come along with me for any of my other Final Fantasy or Chrono Trigger playthrough or any Squaresoft games that I've brought to you guys, you know that I like to take my time, backtrack, not always like, I very rarely will go straight to the next assignment and rush towards the main objective. Whenever I'm playing a game, it's my like priority to respect and be as thorough as possible, because you never know what you could bring to someone. Like my goal is to show you guys something that you've maybe never seen before. That's always like a fun little position to be in, is to be in 2026 playing this game and possibly teach someone something new that they never knew because they just did the game one sort of way or whatever it was. So yeah. Initial thoughts and feelings, I'm in love already. It's gonna take me a little bit to get the hang of all of our different characters. We're kind of in this seed program, right? Like we're about to graduate from that, I believe, and then we'll be open to the world. We haven't even seen the world map. We haven't really done shops and collecting, but we did actually get to do a little bit of combat, which will be really helpful. I think if we can understand the GF system, we will crush this. It's kind of imperative that we understand it. Already, you guys saw when I was fighting in the training center, we were quickly able to assign our junction. You can see that I have magic right there. I did just realize if I click this now, I can now put Blizzard right here. I can put any of these that I've learned. So that would be like a quick cast of some sort. You can see that sleep goes yellow. So there's still like many things that I need to continue to learn what's stronger for certain characters, etc. We also set up our abilities, and then this was this stuff too, but we haven't learned any other abilities. Right now our GF is getting stronger. So the one that I have assigned is the Quetzalcoatl, but I also have Shiva. So I'm gonna wait until we get more of our characters to kind of decide this GF is gonna go with this player and this player and this player. And there's a million different ways that we can optimize the playthrough, but again, it's a first playthrough, and so I'm always first and foremost just trying to understand the story. You guys know I love to try to predict what's gonna happen. That's kind of like a little fun mini game that I do with myself. We're gonna play a lot of Triple Triad. I am gonna get better. I know that was embarrassing and hard to watch. Bear with me. It's much better to see me start at the bottom and then get better than to just be great out the whole time. There wouldn't be much of a learning curve then. So that's gonna be fun to get better at. And yeah, I just look forward to having my heart destroyed but built up first. It will be, I'm gonna get connected to these characters. I'm gonna love them already. It already almost brought me to tears in that beginning section. And I know it's just gonna get even better. So I cannot wait to go down another Final Fantasy adventure with you guys. Thank you for giving me time out of y'all's busy lives to be here to watch this. And I really hope that this playthrough just is everything you guys wanted it to be. I know this was one that a lot of you guys were looking forward to. And as always, I will do my part to try to treasure it and honor this game and the people that put so much love and effort into it. That's the best I can say is Final Fantasy games. You can feel the passion from the creators flying out from the screen onto us players. So I cannot wait to see you guys in episode 2. Bye, YouTube.